There we go. You can hear us now, I think. Maybe.
Hopefully.
It looks like it. Um and yeah. So here we are. Hey folks, welcome to the Chatty Fam, and we're here for Tabletop Workshop playing Dragonlance. Because Maddie's obsessed with motherfucking Dragonlance. Yes.
You couldn't tell.
And yeah, if you're wondering about that warning that comes when you come to our channel here, um, yeah, motherfuck. We don't censor our fucks.
Free the fucks.
Free the fucks.
Free the fucks.
That reminds me.
Free the fucks. So with that said, I just want to say that I know that I come from a position of privilege. Okay, I'm a gay man, but I'm also white, cis, and you know, I pretended to be straight for almost 19 years. All right. I got pretty good at playing straight. You know, I can camouflage real well, you know, despite, this V-neck. But, um, here in this community, I've built a platform based on positivity, lifting others up, and always being queer as fuck. Always. Okay? And it's not a big platform. I know this, but it's here. And it is here for anyone with a marginalized voice has a home right here with the Chatty Fam. Okay? So if you're BIMPOC, if you're LGBTQIA+++, if you're disabled, if you've been marginalized at all, you have a home right here. And this platform is yours. And all I ask is that you come in with positivity and love for your friends and family here, because we will return that in spades. So, down below there's a link to our Discord, to the Chatty Fam Discord, and everyone is welcome. Just be warned. We talk a lot about butts. We don't censor our fucks. And we're gonna love you to death. Okay? But like I said, we are doing a number of games. I host talk shows here. We have a lot going on this channel, a lot to come. And if you want to be a part of that, if you want to be involved, if you want to come onto a talk show and speak, if you've been marginalized, you have a place. I don't care about follower counts. I give zero fucking care about follower counts. Okay? I don't give a shit. So if you have 2 followers or if you have 2 million followers, everyone's welcome here. And you have a place on the shows and a place in the on any of these games. So just let me know. Okay? I wanna sit down. I wanna sit down with you. I wanna talk with you. I wanna roll dice with you. Okay? And that's my 2 cents. Jake, did you want to say something, bud?
I did. So thanks. I really appreciate your awesome words, and I can double down and say that I've actually only been in the Chatty Fam for a very short time, and it's been oh my god, one of the craziest, amazing, most awesome experiences of my 33 years on this planet. So first of all, to everyone, thank you. Secondly, I've actually one thing I wanted to address was a question that I've gotten a lot lately or the past week is I've, at least from my perspective, expressed a lot of anger and sadness with what's going on right now. And a question I got a lot was, well, like, is there something that I can do? What can I do? And really, I just wanted to express to anyone that even if you feel like you don't have a voice to speak your truth, say what you see and what you hear. It's important, and it lets people know that as ridiculous as everything's that's we're experiencing and that we're going on at the very lowest of levels, that person that's struggling isn't alone, and that's been really important for me as I've screamed into the ether to know that like I'm heard. And so you're heard too. And I think it's important to share that.
Yeah. So I'm really glad that you all could join us and hang out and watch us play some D&D. Um, did anybody else want to say anything before we continue? No?
I feel like I said my stuff this morning.
Yeah.
I said my stuff, yeah.
I've if you follow me on Twitter, I've been yelling for the last like week.
But if anything, if you have the ability to donate, I know money is tight for a lot of us right now, but if you have the means to donate to bail bond funds, there are a few states that don't actually do cash bail bonds, so just check and make sure that they're legit, because otherwise you're going to get scammed. Because there are people who will try to take advantage of you for that. So just make sure that the bail bond funds are legit, and if you can, that'll be something great. Or there are always other alternatives to support. Sharing information is absolutely important. Sharing and spreading the information, making sure everyone is aware of what is going on, and also passing along information that might help someone help others.
Please educate yourself first.
Yes, please do that.
Yes, please. As somebody who had to have a talk with somebody today. Yeah.
Lots of talks.
Yes. Which it is if somebody comes to you saying like, that you need to educate yourself and like giving you examples and educating you, please listen. It is a very hectic and heated environment that we are in at the moment. And the best thing that you can do if you have any sort of privilege is to boost, is to support, and is to listen.
Yeah. Well, Adam said, listen.
I'm right.
That's what we with Paper Rich can do the best. Like, hey, y'all, I don't know if you notice I'm white. I'm pretty
I
blaring.
don't know if
white.
you noticed, but I am blending into my walls.
Like, we white. The best thing that we can do is understand and recognize our privilege, like Maddie did so well earlier, and listen to the people who don't have it and boost their narrative, boost their story, share that in the best ways that we can possible. That's our job and what we can do as allies. So do that.
Yeah, it's it's very easy for us to talk over each other. It happens all the time. And unfortunately, there are a lot of folks who will not, they're going to listen to me before they listen to maybe most of the people on this panel, in this game. Um, because I have a Y chromosome and no melanin in my skin to speak of. Like, when that's the case, you need to learn how to speak up for others and let their voices be heard. I do my best. And
You do great.
And if I ever stray, I have a lot of friends who
Who will put you back.
will point me
I'll
in
be
the
like-
right direction, you know. So anyway, thank y'all again for coming to hang out with us as we go back to Kryn. And now let me see. I need to so we have it looks like a few people haven't gone into the roll 20 thing yet. So we will be
Called
using
out.
that. We will be
That's
using that
when I
today.
said, "Oh, that reminds me." That's
Yeah.
what it had reminded me.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
So
I like
let me
it
see.
I use Roll20 for everything, and I always forget every single time.
It's
every
okay.
time.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm logging in right now.
I
No,
rarely
we
use it.
good.
Dude,
We
I'm such a
good.
hypocrite because I totally told my players to get on their shit all the time.
Let me see.
Jeez, Jacob.
I know,
Seriously.
right?
Good
Now
God.
I gotta look at
Come
this.
on.
I was gonna play
Alright.
some music. I want to. Oh wow, that's the master volume is all the way up. I don't want that.
I know that was us this morning. They're like, "Have you done this? Have you done this? Did we do this? Are you in the roll 20? Nope. Dang it."
Yeah. So
Hello.
I'm
Let's
even
try
logged into my
that.
game on Thursday. This is how
Is
bad
that
this thing is.
playing?
Ooh, ooh,
Is that playing?
yeah, that ambiance.
All right, let's
Hold on.
go.
Why can't I hear it? It should
I
be
can
coming
hear
through.
These
I
slight
hear the
arc-
clock.
Mhm.
Is that
Well,
music?
that's just
Am I hearing
Jackie hearing
music?
things.
It
I didn't
should
even know you
be.
could do this.
Oh, and now I'm getting like that fucking network error on Twitch again. Oh, okay. I don't know, man.
Everything's going inside.
I can't
Everything
find
is
it right now. That's
awesome.
cool.
All right.
Awesome.
Everything is great when you're trying to stream.
Oh, I can hear it now.
Oh wow, that
Okay.
actually works. Huh.
I can
Yeah.
hear the music. It makes me so happy.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
I've been hearing it, so it's been all I hear is footsteps and clocks.
Yes, this is
clocks are
D&D
ticking.
5e.
Yes, this is
It
D&D
has nothing to
5e.
do with roll 20.
and-
Jackie just always hears footsteps.
Oh, of course I haven't gotten those conversions out to the folks, but what I can do is I can pop a link into chat because I should have them all in
Drive.
the Google Drive because I can't add them to the homebrew and D&D Beyond at large because it's protected copyright shit, you know.
This is too similar to play.
It's like this is Dragonlance.
Mhm.
Like no, even though we're not going to put out anything official for Dragonlance, you still can't. Okay.
You still can't. Licenses.
Because they're going to be dicks about it. And anyway, whatever.
It's like choose your own adventure.
Right.
I know,
Thanks for
sorry,
reminding me.
I had to have a conversation at work about that this week. That's the only reason. I
Oh, here
remembered
they
that.
are. Okay.
Oh, would you like me to give them my story of what happened when I got
No.
my C and D?
I explained it to them.
Get
Oh.
shareable
I already told them.
link and
That was a great time.
Because they're like, we could do a choose your own adventure. I'm like, no, we
copy
can't.
link
you can't
No, we
use the
can't.
term. Can't use
We
the
can't
term.
use the term.
Select
They're like, what are you
your
talking about? I was like, we
own
just can't.
path.
Let me see. Okay.
Just to decide your own path adventure. It's fine.
Yeah, it's one of them.
Or
there to
solo
pick your-
adventuring, solo storytelling,
pick your
anything
path
but those
adventures.
words.
So there is a link to a Google Drive folder that has the PDFs for each of the homebrewed subclasses we're playtesting here. These are wizard and sorcerer subclasses for Wizards of High Sorcery. So if you know Dragonlance and follow Dragonlance, all this stuff, this was kind of an ordeal. This is why we're doing this. That and I love Dragonlance, the Wizards of High Sorcery, and playing games with my friends. So why the fuck wouldn't we do this, right?
Yes, bitch.
So, we have items of power have been distributed except for 2 folks don't have their staves quite yet. But we'll pretend like they have
Someone just
staves
placed their
that we
staff.
don't know what they do yet. You know. And,
My reanimates horses.
Oh, don't get me started. I will make something up.
no, well,
Rainbows.
now I know that Isanov's staff is called the Staff of the Protector. I know that much. And
It
Summon
protects
does
things.
does it summon puppies in sunshine?
It has one ability right now, and that's it so far. I haven't
And
finished
it
it.
Glitter,
is
rainbow,
summon.
and unicorn
Summon
flights.
Sunshine Puppy.
Yep, that's
And
yeah. It's both.
I'm not doing that. That's crazy.
Yeah, you are.
No,
Yeah, you are.
You are
You know you
now.
want to.
I know I want to. I definitely
Can it be a
want to.
Look.
sunshine puppy unicorn?
Okay, I
Like a
don't know what's happening.
pubicorn?
Look,
Dude.
look,
Come
Matt.
I already have an
If,
on!
if I was able to make,
Uh,
you know, gingerbread cookie unicorns of the apocalypse, you are within full rights to
I don't
It's
know.
full
it's
rights
it's
to
their
do
familiar. It's their
pubicorns.
familiar.
Game on.
Sunshine Puppy.
Named Sam.
Sam.
Right. So
Scritches.
back to our story here. So real quick recap. Not that we did a whole lot last session, and looking like we might not get a whole lot done this session either. So, you know.
I'm surprised.
But we are at the Tower of High Sorcery in Wayreth Forest, and our adventurers here are all members of the Wizards of High Sorcery. And this time frame, we are set shortly after the end of the War of the Lance. I believe this is essentially 355, 354 AC. I think I have it set. And the leaders of the orders had found the lost tower of Istar that was essentially cast down to the bottom of the Blood Sea by the fiery mountain that the gods sent down onto Istar for being digs. You know,
Canonically dicks.
totally. They
Yep.
were.
I mean,
yeah.
yep.
Yeah, confirm.
You know, like you call yourself a king priest and then try to
You're
descend to
asking for trouble.
godhood. Like, yeah, you're gonna piss off some
Get
people.
what you get.
You know, there's like a total of 24 gods in Dragonlance total. That's it. You know,
That's still a lot of gods.
It
no,
is.
but it's like
But with one simple rule: don't mess with the balance.
yeah,
Yep,
exactly.
It's
And
fair,
adding one
fair.
more, very unbalanced.
Yeah. So
But you could add 2.
no,
Just none.
have to be 3. There has to be 1 for each. You know,
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
They're very, because there's 8 of each.
Putting one on the end of each.
This is what we're doing here, like we have our 2 white robes, our 2 red robes, our 2 black robes, and it's the balance. It's what Dragonlance is all about. So, but they found the tower, and they've been preparing this group of wizards and sorcerers to travel to the tower as kind of an exploratory mission. The one thing that was known about the tower before the cataclysm started is that the tower was known as the Hall of Blasphemy. And this is where the king priest and his minions would store artifacts of the evil gods, of the gods of neutrality, and any of the gods of good that were not paladines. So this tower held a lot of powerful artifacts dating all the way back to the age of whatever. I can't remember. Age of Dreams, I think. Or, yeah.
Dreams, right?
Yeah, I think it's Dreams.
Well, there's also Might too, because they did get stuff from there too.
Yeah, so whichever one is oldest, yeah, that's kind of how far it dates back. So it's like so of course the Wizards of High Sorcery would like to, if this is true, if this is real, they could find the tower and find the artifacts. They could retrieve a huge chunk of history. So they've assembled 6 of their um, higher level wizards. Um, Powerful enough to do the job, but expendable. You know. And they've been preparing for the next night of the eye when the 3 moons align in the sky. And the magical powers of all wizards gets much stronger on that night. And that night approaches this evening as our adventurers have had their evenings doing what they did and went to sleep and woke up this morning fresh as a daisy with that rush, that exhilarating rush, the morning before the night of the eye. I am offline? What? I'm not offline. I don't know.
You're still on.
No, I think that was
Technology.
just my. I don't know. Shit's happening here. I don't know what's happening.
Master computer.
No, like, I don't know. Things are weird. Okay. Um, so tonight, as I move our moons into the right place for now, they are coming into alignment. And this evening, they will make the eye, which is where you have the white moon with the red moon in front of it and the black moon in front of it. It creates a really creepy looking eye. Because who has red irises?
Not me.
I don't know. A vampire? Maybe? A drow elf? But there are no drow
Really
elves.
fancy context.
There are no drow elves in Kryn. No. Dark elves are just regular elves that turned evil.
Yep.
That's what a dark elf is.
And have been banished.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, the darkness
welcome,
is more metaphorical than
I love you,
it is
Jackie.
actual,
You're fantastic.
So anyway. And so the morning is here. Everyone is awoken to their thing, do their whatnots, and you know that this evening you'll all be gathered in the office of Parsalian, where he will, with your help, attempt to teleport you all into the Lost Tower.
Fine. This will go perfectly.
But why don't we start, right? I bet the Tower of Wayreth has like a big old cafeteria, right?
I mean,
This-
probably.
It feels
Yes,
it
we're
feels
so totally
right.
back in. We're totally back in high school.
Oh my god.
It's like I mean it's like ye
I'm gonna
old,
do it. I'm gonna go sit by him.
right? Ye old cafeteria, right? And you know, let's hey, what's up, Q? Let's what are y'all doing?
Carbo loading.
Yeah. Petros is
Yeah.
like literally has like several has like provision bags for everyone all lined up on one of the benches and is taking inventory stock of everything a couple more times. He's wearing a different type of red robe. It's kind of like a travel robe now, so it's kind of like it kind of like breaks partway by the shoulders and it kind of breaks off, and then there you see like there's like leather boots, pants, another jacket underneath, but you still see like the red part of the robe, and you see that he has a kind of a wide brim brown hat over himself. But of course you can still see his half his a little bit of the elvish ears from him being a half elf. So
Roderick comes in late. He looks exactly the same as he always does. Like he doesn't have like, it's not just like, like not thinking about it. It's just he doesn't have different outfits. It's like, oh yeah, no, this is my same outfit. But he'd definitely go and join wherever the largest concentration of like our group is. So if the white robes and red robes are sitting next to each other, Roderick will definitely go and sit with them. And just leave the other black robe like in the corner.
I love how you think that's where Havrix is. Havrix is making sure
She's
that
totally in the
Petros...
corner judging everyone.
No, she's making sure Petros has food because she helped him pack all the provisions, but she knows he doesn't take care of himself at all.
nope.
So she's making sure that he has food because she knows that Petros is the most prepared for this journey and she's not an idiot. And she's in full-on traveling leathers of all black with a short capelet that goes over it instead of the full-on robe. And so she's making sure Petros has food and kind of just eyeballing Roderick as he comes in late.
Morning, everyone.
All right, that is 2 kilograms of rations.
Petros, you need to eat.
Oh, right. And it just has like a piece of bread just sticking out there.
Making
All
sure-
right, now we gotta.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got 3 days of we got 3.5 days worth of water provision, and there's also the mess kits, and we have also climbing gear, and also we have bedrolls, lanterns.
You got everything there.
Oh no, not everything. I couldn't bring the library.
Don't worry. And Professor Axelrod like has like 6 tomes. Bing, 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 bing. Just absolutely like on the table, like about 3 or 4 feet taller than her. You can't even see her at this point. Faywin, did you happen to bring the tarts that I asked you? Oh, I totally forgot to. I sort of messaged you last night. I'm really sorry. I completely forgot. You know how I like my extra strawberry tarts, especially when we go traveling. So if you don't mind, we're in the cafeteria. I still had some studying to do. I'm really sorry.
I think that was at you, Faywin.
Oh, what? Do you need me to get tarts or are you trying to get strawberry tarts?
Yes, of course. Please, yes.
Okay. I'm going to take my bagel with me and go get some tarts.
What books?
I was very focused on breakfast.
All is forgiven. As a matter of fact, it's my fault. I didn't tell you yesterday. It's okay. It's no problem. Totally fine.
Roderick is like slowly reaching towards the stack of books.
I can't see. So.
And he's just gonna like
Tuck your hand away.
grab the top one off and start like leafing through it.
Yeah, she's very focused and has like one there's a total of 6, and there's like she's kind of like into one, and it's mostly just like the just research for anything that she would be able to find in about waking up in 10 minutes of time, a quick kind of library search or whatever, nothing too insane, but she's going to try to run through speed read all the way through in time before finishing breakfast. Very, very Hermione, and doesn't see anything that Roderick's doing. I'd say the one at the top, probably something about the war that I never remember the name of.
Something about the war is my favorite history book.
It's the new name of the book too. Something about the war.
Something
war. Something evil. something Jedi.
Yeah, that's it.
I like it.
When are we leaving? Is it like in the morning, or are we leaving it like later in the day?
Evening,
You're
yeah.
gonna be leaving in the evening.
Okay.
It's gonna be essentially when the moons are at their most perfect alignment,
Okay.
which will be probably close to midnight this evening.
Okay. Cool.
So Faywin, who has run off with food still to get the tarps that she has to get right now, will remember that like way down the hall and stop running. But she's gonna keep going and she's gonna keep eating.
So all right, because I think I heard two different words. Um,
I think
so
it's tarts,
Tarts.
Strawberry
tarts.
Yep.
like to eat,
Like
right?
Pop Tarts, like strawberry Pop
What the
Tarts.
hell am I doing? I have run off for no reason. I thought you wanted tarps. I thought you wanted tarps for the books to keep them dry, and also to eat strawberry tarts.
there,
You know
I
what?
swear to God, I
That's-
was listening. I was looking right at you. I thought you were talking to Petros and had no idea what we were discussing.
There
You know
it
what?
is.
That
You know
is
what?
valid.
Yes.
I
That's
haven't
exactly
had
the
caffeine
reason.
today
That's
yet.
So like
No,
seriously,
that's
like
actually
you know,
perfection.
Faywin is like running up the hall, like she's got the bagel in her mouth, and just like, oh my god, I need to get these tarps, I need to get these tarps, and then just like stops, like kind of almost losing the bagel as you know the force just kind of momentum just
So brain
Eh.
starts to work.
it's like, oh, tarts, strawberry tarts. Okay, I'm all right, all right. And it starts turning itself around. Um, why don't you give me a deception roll?
Okay. Use real dice.
Try to
First
hide
roll.
that you didn't have like literally a mental like brain
How well?
fart.
Let's see if anybody, you know, catches on.
It's 15.
Okay, okay.
Passive insight is 16.
So for the most part, I would say anybody who saw you running past them in the hall or whatnot, probably just like, okay, sure.
It was not the first time I have run down the hall in the wrong direction and had to pull a switcheroo. Probably should have started with coffee.
I think that's a good lesson here, folks. Always start
Always
with coffee.
start with coffee.
Or your favorite caffeinated beverage of choice. I prefer a rock store. Rock store?
Rock
I
store?
prefer the rock store.
I would love to start a day
Rockstar.
with a rock store.
Man. It's like a
Rockstar
Pokemon.
or a Pepsi. I prefer one of those two.
I start with water.
Speaking of which,
Da, 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 da.
Me and
Hey,
caffeine don't agree.
no, that's not it.
Mm.
Oh, this is the. I was looking for which So Nerdware Tumblr had my Pepsi in it. I found it.
Hashtag
yes.
ad.
Which So Nerdware Tumblr has your Pepsi in it?
Oh boy.
It is the I want my D&D Dungeons and Dragons
Nice.
Oh.
Tumblr. Yes. You know, not in my Guiding Bolts, Cleric's Best Friend Tumblr, or my Chronic
It's
Fighter.
ridiculous. I love it.
Oh
Right?
my gosh.
Yeah.
He just
Oh,
keeps
he
them
has
all
so
by
many.
his, he
You have
keep,
no
and he keeps them
idea.
by his computer
love
so that
it.
he can just like mention all of them. one
Well,
at a
that
time.
and I gotta keep hydrated. And these things keep everything in here so cold
They do. They're
for
nice.
so long. Like, I've gone to sleep, woken up in the morning, they're still ice. That's how good these things are anyway. Hey, Maddie's got to eat too, right? You know, so.
Get greasy.
Anyway. So what yeah. So so you all are doing your thing, and I'm gonna say looking at everyone's passive perceptions that Roderick, Petros, yep, Roderick and Petros, you noticed When Faywin left to go get the strawberry tarts, she went out the door. And then just kind of casually comes walking back in, a few minutes later.
Roderick gives a friendly smile and wave.
There is a point where when Petros notices that Faywin left, like there's a look up of like and it's just like muttering to himself with a piece of toast half stuck in his mouth, like I thought she went to get to that
Just
tart.
keep eating.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're gonna wave, she's gonna wink. Chin up.
Fair enough.
And can I find tarts? Are there tarts with strawberries?
The quest for tarts.
The quest
This is
for
important.
Quest
I
for
need to know.
tarts.
Now that I know what I'm looking for.
Through the tower, let's find tarts.
The
It's the
objective
lost tarts.
notification
That's what we're
pops up.
playing, right?
Yes.
The
Locate
objective,
tarts.
you locate tarts, and then it says 0/3 of tarts.
You can't turn in the quest.
Side quests are fine.
It is the
Jackie, 3.
wait.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
talking like 5 at least.
No. It's always got to be in these weird, small, odd numbers that make it inconvenient and oddly spaced apart.
And annoying.
Yes.
And they're like in weird places. They're not on the same room.
You must kill.
No.
You must kill 6 rats to get 3 tarts.
Yeah, you're like, oh.
I'm not eating those tarts.
Is this a video game reference?
Many video
Yeah.
game references.
Why
All
on
of
earth
them.
is this on top of the oven?
Okay.
Even better. Why did you have to go all the way out to the patio behind the other outdoor kitchen?
Why did I have to climb up
digging
in the
in-
rafters in the
Yeah.
kitchen?
This is
Digging
Find that
in the
dumb
rat.
statue.
Why is it
What
always
the
in the
heck?
last rat?
And
Also-
now we know why Faywin left the room. The tarts could have been anywhere.
You never know.
She was metagaming.
totally fair.
That's where they want me to think the tarts are. But I've played an RPG before.
I've never played
And-
Dragon Age before in my life.
You
I
go
don't know
where
why
they
you're
don't
talking
want-
about.
You always go where they don't want you to go first, so I'm leaving.
And I spit out my wine.
I really don't know what's happening, but okay.
So I'm wearing a red shirt because there's wine all over it now.
Mm.
Oh no. You can't spit out wine. That's wasteful.
It's okay. I have more.
Okay, good. That's fair. Enough.
Good.
So she locates wine.
You okay there,
It's unraveling.
buddy?
Mhm.
You okay there, Maddie?
Me? I'm fine. I'm letting you guys do your thing. Like, this is what I do. I sit back a lot as a DM and just shut up
It is a great moment as a DM. When you
and
get
just
to
let
smile.
y'all just do
Yep.
your thing, because
I will say that Professor Isanov has now put one book to the side, looks up, sees one missing, shrugs, and instead of getting the one that's on top, she like I need this one, and like directs and
Roderick will lift the other books up to help you out.
and not even like recognizing that there was assistance in any case.
Yep.
Just
Puts
back
it
into
down.
number 2.
Roderick will put it down on top of the book he had been reading and switch out for the one she just finished.
And Petros will kind of just say, muttering while still having inserting another piece of toast in his mouth. You're not bringing all those books, you know that, right?
I have a big enough bag to do just that.
It's almost like we're magic. Prestidigitation.
Oh my god.
This extraness is making me really happy. I'm dancing.
Roderick is a bard at heart. I've decided this.
It fits. It fits.
Does
He
fit.
is an evil bard at heart.
I think Habrix is just gonna go sit down next to Orendal. You're quiet.
Yeah.
Is there a reason? Or are they just too much for you?
sometimes.
Yeah. Fair. So, feeling okay about this?
Of course.
I think they're sending us to die. And she'll just lean back.
Well, we gonna show them.
Good. I like you. I'll just sit next to him, eat in peace. And kind of, we can make fun of Roderick while we eat if you want. It'll be fun.
The best part about being a magic user is getting to do finger guns and having them actually be guns.
I mean, yes.
I was put on this earth to annoy one half.
Yes, you
And actually, Roderick, do you do little finger guns at them?
At them. Sure. Like depending on if I notice them like by themselves, yeah, totally. I'd be like,
okay.
I think we're at the table next to Petros, but we're like a little bit further away.
All right. So when you do that, you're
Oh boy.
obviously, Roderick's very jovial, though in an instant there is a like a burst of intensity in your chest for just a second there. And as you make the little pow pow pow, little flames kind of jut out of your fingers as this happens.
ooh.
And then in an instant it's gone.
Can I like roll an Arcana or something?
You can you can also
Or history?
really this would be more of a nature.
Okay.
Do we notice this?
I'll let you and Orndal roll perception.
21.
Okay.
The temperature of the room change? Because that would be the only way that I would notice that, I think.
Net 20.
Oh, nice. That's better than my 16.
Petros is going to just shout and exclaim, "Ah, this one has peanuts in it!"
And
pass it over here.
Okay, and then
and you see a long piece of granola just get tossed out your way.
So in this instance, so Orndal, you definitely notice this happen. You see it all. You kind of see, with your roll, you see not only the flames that kind of jut from his fingers, but you also see, like, the skin that is exposed from the robes that he wears. His neck and his face. Almost flare in a reddish color as this happens, and then just it fades away, right? I'm going to say with the passive perception of 17, Faywin does notice the flames that jet from his
probably
fingers.
near her face.
And with your roll, Roderick, your roll, you know that well, you feel like something is not right, or not, something's changing in your in your body, your general makeup. Um, and it's
I've hit that age.
something that you've kind of noticed recently, but it's very sporadic. It just comes out at random times. A feeling of intenseness, a feeling of, I want to say almost like anger kind of pops in. This is not something that is really part of Roderick's thing, really, like
Hmm.
um and there have been a few times that you have seen, your reflection in the mirror when this kind of happens, and you've seen that red pallor that comes over you in an instant. So you feel with that nature roll that something's definitely changing.
Roderick's just gonna be like looking at his fingers and like stretching the ones he still has.
I think like it's almost like when you're uh in middle school, right? And you start to kind of realize that you're kind of going through puberty type changes, like
Not again.
it's almost like that kind of realization kind of sits in, like there's some kind of, like, it's almost
Welcome
like
to second puberty.
it's
But we
almost
already
like
had the one.
it's almost like second puberty, so
Don't tell him
It's a
about
very
11.
angry time.
Extra angry.
it's it's
Mine
confusing.
went great.
It's confusing, you know. I don't know.
Um,
Just a really, really late bloomer, man.
must be.
Super late.
Roderick is like really young, like super young. Not even like comparatively. Like he's like, I think I have him at like 21. So like he is a babby compared to the rest of these people. But like he's also been taking care of himself since he was like 7. So, you know. But yeah, no, like Roderick will just kind of like stare down at his fingers very, not like confusedly, but just kind of like almost accusatory at his hands. Like, you're doing it again. Hands, we've talked about this.
And I would even say that with a 16, you probably noticed the flames as well, Habrix.
Okay.
But Eisenov is just way too into her books right now, and
Damn right.
Petros he had a peanut.
He did. It was very
And
upsetting.
screamed about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my 2 cents. So there you go.
It's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Did you see that, Lorendal?
Yes,
It's weird, right?
definitely interesting.
Especially for us, we don't really do that.
Yeah, you should keep an eye on him.
Well, I plan to.
Quick question, Maddie.
Yeah.
Did we ever get? Were there any maps of the tower and the grounds?
Maps. Right.
Oh, right, because we went
They
to the
don't love you
library.
like I
and
love
looked,
you.
didn't we?
That would have helped, right? Actually, yes. And I have a handy dandy map that I got from Tasselhoff Burfoot. Yeah. That I can
Should have had a Kinder.
that I can share with you guys.
Hey.
You know.
Well, as long as we have one, I think Petros is gonna just hand it off to Eisenov, and kind of just take a chunk out of granola and say, You want to just mark down any place of interest?
Let me. Where's
I
my?
suppose that would be a good idea. Yeah, of course. Yes.
Good.
Based off of my research and looking at the map, would there be anything that strikes as importante?
Besides the Hall of
just-
Sacrilege.
Right.
So you
The
remember
one that's
that the,
clearly labeled.
Yeah, well, you remember the Hall of Blasphemy.
Right.
I think was
Golden
that was
name.
the word, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is
Repository.
You guys the
At-
Hall of Sacrilege.
Yeah, I wrote down repository of blasphemy last time.
So we got a repository of sacrilege in the Hall of Blasphemy.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
What is it?
That's what I said.
Exactly.
Wait, that's
This is
not
in
it.
character for Roger. He's like,
And
no,
you said
we
it
got
had
the thing
27
there, and then I
levels.
Yep.
500
Uh,
feet tall.
It's
That's
really
not the
big.
right one.
The very top room was used for scrying.
There was
to
a
remember
heart
where I put
chamber, I
this thing.
think. There was also another chamber on the upper levels too.
There's a garden on the 17th floor, which is a statue garden.
Yes.
We should
Yep.
definitely go there.
Some sort of globe. I think
Because
Sam
I
came back with the tarts.
accidentally. I just realized I accidentally deleted my notes. Fucking yay!
Oh yeah, the globe of
dear.
Solinari was the white opal.
And that was destroyed by
Yes.
the
Mhm.
wizards before they turned
Yeah.
the tower over to the king priest.
And their
Who knows,
private
maybe
quarters
we'll
are on
find
the
the
and studies
pieces.
are on the east side, and workrooms are on the west side.
That's
right
right.
on the 10th floor, I think.
That's right.
Right.
Because I had to tell.
I think it's all the way up and down.
Because somebody has the
Keen mind, Jackie
keen
does.
mind feat.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Mhm.
See.
now if I- shit, where did I put that thing? Damn it. Awesome. I don't remember where I saved it.
This is why when I play wizards, I always take it.
It's such a good feat.
I
I mean, I
figured
know how to
Jackie would
cast a
take
spell,
it so
but I
I
don't
didn't have
remember
to.
Haha. You guessed
I
right.
mean, that's the smart thing to do.
It's like I know you or something. It's like we're friends or something.
Yeah.
Weird.
Mm,
Though to be fair, Jackie just gives off keen mind feat taker
yeah.
energy.
This is so true.
Because he has a keen mind.
Valid.
I take the opposite, whatever that is.
Forgetful.
Unkeen.
Yeah,
Unkeen.
Unkeen mind.
unkeen brain.
Unkeen!
Do you take grave enfeeblement?
That would be
Just-
the actor feat.
Hindrance?
I don't know.
Just I don't remember,
I
guys.
don't remember. Sorry,
I
dude.
don't remember.
My brain is gone, but have you considered being chill?
So what you're telling me is you're just like constantly baked.
Constantly, out of his mind.
Slice
Okay,
and things.
I think I might have to re-download it.
So Maddie, if Faywin's back, do I smell the strawberry tarts before they have arrived?
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, this is killing me.
I think he said yes. His mic just
Oh.
didn't pick it up.
Oh, okay. I was like, do
I
I?
thought
Do
you
I?
were
Do
doing a
I?
really tiny nod. You're like,
His mouth did the yes shape.
Oh, okay.
I
That's
didn't do anything
awesome.
either. That was so weird.
I was just like, oh god, like they're
I think that was
they're
the
like
sound. The sound
they're like the
gate, I
worst.
think on my voice meter probably cut out. Just
Yeah.
didn't pick
maybe
up the
no, it's all
gas,
good.
maybe.
It's all good. So like right in the middle as I'm like saying the name of the locations out loud, and like right in the middle of it, I was like, the tots. Yes, dear. Thank you. I was like spin around, like even probably knocking one of the books over on the side. Dear, thank you so much. It's
Roderick
such a
will
pleasure.
catch it.
huh?
Make a dexterity check.
Okay. I rolled a 17. So 20.
Dirty 20. All right.
Dirty 20.
30, 20.
My
It's just
favorite kind of 20.
Yep. You catch it right. Ooh.
Yeah, I kind of imagine it as like, like back since we're in high school, like when you're on like the wooden like
Yep.
slab that is those benches and
Yes.
you spin around. That's how I'm seeing.
Yep. and you knocked over the book, and it was going to hit you. It landed right on your head, and it's just like.
You know, it
Don't
almost
even
feels
know.
like as if we're in another proprietary IP that also deals with wizards in a schooling environment.
That's
Get out of here, Harry.
Get
I
out of here,
literally-
Are we
Harry.
talking
I
about
literally-
broomsticks and wands? What?
Yes.
Indeed.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And Roderick
I only
will
saw like
gently
3.5 of those movies. So
Roderick will gently put the book on top of the pile. Just have it.
I must say, as Jacob, that I'm enjoying the holy fuckity shit out of just this insanity.
Eventually, though, you do hear Petros go, "All right, we got everything."
Wonderful.
I still have 2 more books to go through.
Well, hurry up.
We've got the rest of the day.
I'm just kidding. I read those last night.
Fair enough.
I know you.
Well,
got
you're
all day.
responsible for the books then.
Of course. And like I go to reach to grab another one, and oh, silly me! I just haven't had my tea this morning, and I cast Mage Hand and just kind of put them all in the bag.
So, what are all your plans for the day? Anything fun?
I mean, I guess it depends on what your meaning for fun. No, I have a class that I need to teach before we go, I believe.
My
But
definition of fun.
well,
You suck. Wizards of the
their
Coast.
own, and I kind of like do the classic school like over like nose, like where you're like glasses are totally going to fall off, but they totally don't.
I
Each
can
their
do
own.
that.
And of course, the tots are for to share. Of course, actually, well, everyone except for Habris because she doesn't deserve it, but everyone else is of course more than welcome to.
I would love one, yes.
Of course, kind of like I'm assuming it's a plate of some sort.
I
so
love
just-
that you give
Yeah.
it to Ordell, who's sitting right next to me, but not me.
This is called a snub, dear.
I am no longer in charge of the tarts. Sorry.
That's called.
To be fair, were you ever in charge of the tarts? Really?
At this point, I'm wondering if I was ever even in charge of my life.
It's been a morning.
Did you sleep well?
I thought I did.
What does that mean?
Oh, it's just been a weird morning. I'm fine. Eat your tarts. How are the books?
Oh, you know this is about every other day. I make sure and do my research, and 5 novels today, or 5 books today, then an additional 5, an additional 5, and on and on and on.
Something about the war was a really good one.
That is
Oh, you've read it.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Like just now.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. Well, good. Did you quite enjoy the story about the ancient red dragon?
It could have used a little bit more panache, but it was historically pleasing.
Such is history indeed. You have a point. Could have used a little bit of seasoning in that regard.
Yes.
It's only so like, oh, it's boring, and then burning the countryside.
That's the problem with accurate descriptions, is they're usually a lot less interesting.
Indeed. My dwarf friend, do you read? Kind of spins to Orendal. now that she can see the rest of the party, as now the books have been dispersed.
Not really.
Oh well, based off of Roderick's review, I'm sure that you would enjoy the book, and goes and grabs it and puts it in front of you.
I don't know about that.
It's a lot easier to read than it looks.
There's lots of
The first 300 pages just fly by.
Also, pictures.
Really nice pictures.
You know what, Orendal? You don't have to do anything you don't want to. Don't let them bully you into doing anything.
How is that bullying?
She's
I was
this
simply-
is just something she does. Let her have her fun.
I was simply voluntelling him to do it.
And that there are pictures because poor Orendal. It makes it interesting. There are
He said he didn't
pictures.
read very often, so I thought maybe it would be helpful. Didn't want it to make it intimidating.
Why do you hate
I like
pictures?
the pictures.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm agreeing with him.
Some of the artists that were commissioned for it are famous. It's really impressive. You should check
Of
it out.
course.
Orendal, my friend. Read it if you'd like. Don't read it if you don't like. Whatever you want.
Of course, like always.
Yeah.
And
You really like that word. Always.
a good one.
transition.
It's consistent.
Always.
There we go.
On the palate.
Okay.
Magnifique.
So, after our delay, you can see on the Twitch screen, I put the map up that you have available to you. And, or,
Ooh.
gosh, I guess I could have just put it into Roll20.
In the roll 20.
Fucking, I'm so dumb. Oh, man. You know, instead of putting it into OBS over Roll20, I could have just put it in Roll20.
Hey, it's okay.
And maybe you could have done it as a handout, so it's easier for you to not have to make a whole, scene for it.
But I just wanted the people to see it too, you know.
No,
Yeah. You can do all of these things.
I know.
We were just talking about how great pictures are.
Yeah,
They're
pictures.
great. Pictures are the best.
And now.
And now Maddie's a dumbass.
I was trying to help.
No, but for
You're
real,
not a dumbass.
Maddie's a dumbass.
The
but-
Chamber of Eyes sounds gross.
Oh, it's
I think
fine.
you should go there.
It's
I think
fine.
you should go there first because
Ugh.
you can never have too many.
Oh
I mean, I could
man,
use the
I
new ones
forgot
for
to
this.
loop the music. Oh, I'm so dumb. I will get this one day.
I believe in you.
Or I will take Kate up on her offer and have her produce next time.
We did discuss.
Oh,
The
so
offer was
there's-
there.
There's some music and there's the looping and there you go. Okay, God, I'm so dumb. All right. I can do this. I can do this. Okay, where's the
It's a lot to produce and DM at the same time.
Mhm.
I mean, it's okay, right?
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a bit.
Especially when you want to do like all the fun things like roll
80
20
million things.
and
Yeah, I know.
music and
When you want to have 8 overlays and
yeah. Well, I just have the two,
I
just
know.
two. You know. I'm not very good at talking and clicking, I guess. I don't know.
Petros is actually gonna go and get food, and then when he comes back, it's basically this giant smorgasbord. It's basically it's and it's like the equivalent of like an English breakfast. So it has like blood sausages, lots of beans, toast, bacon, eggs, and
Did you say blood sausages?
Mm-hmm.
blood sausages.
Yummy.
They're okay.
yeah,
I'm
they're
fine.
all right.
I love them.
Did you get me a strawberry tart?
Yes,
Bitch.
it comes with a
It's just-
complimentary strawberry tart, which I hand off.
Dang. Eisenov's just like, no, those are my strawberry tarts.
Yeah. She's very much Cartman right now.
I was gonna say it's in the Cartman voice.
No, kitty, that's my strawberry tart. No, no, kitty.
Those are my strawberry tarts.
She might be passive. If she sees this, she's very passive aggressively stewing about it.
Okay.
It's okay to let other people have fun once in a
I
while.
think that's probably good. Okay. I can do this. Sure. Right? Oh man.
And then you just see Petros like completely just chowing down in like in horrific efficiency and speed.
I forgot that you could do that.
And then eventually finish and just go.
Why do all of your characters are foodies? I've noticed this.
Jackie is a foodie.
I know
Jackie's
Jackie's a foodie. I just think it's funny that every single character he plays is also a foodie.
It happens.
No,
There-
I love it.
I
Sometimes
mean,
you got
there
your
are
thing, you know?
things about ourselves that we can't not put in
Yeah.
our characters, you know? So
This is true.
And I think it's like all of my characters are queer.
All my characters are loud. All of them.
None of them are straight.
All of my characters have a high charisma score, despite not needing it. Especially when they don't.
I always adopt a member of the party and like feel the need to take care of them, regardless of.
The real question is, who will it be this time?
We all know it's Eisenhoff.
I already know.
So does Isanov.
Snap thinks she knows.
I
Right, fair enough.
Oh, I love it.
I just always end up being the
I love
party mom, like always. So, you know.
So I guess Petros will just be like, all right, I'll leave the playing to you, Eisenhoff, and then just kind of like rests on one of the bags on the bench and just puts the hat down and just starts slumbering off. Because he's been working through the night.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go to bed? We have
can-
those here.
No.
Yeah, we have all
it's fine.
day.
Dormitories?
Like it. Do you need help getting to bed?
No, it's fine.
That's not it.
What time is it, by the way?
It's
Morning.
like
It's still
9.
8 in the morning.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was just making sure that I understood.
Also reflective of my existence when I was in high school. It's 8 in the morning. I'm going back to bed.
I'm going to bed. Yep, same.
Same.
Video
You're all
games.
just going back to bed now. All right. That's
And you
fair.
just hear Petros mutter off something about transmutation philosophy and concepts, and just going, it's all about the exchange. It must be equal.
The
Actually
economic
not. It's
exchange.
not. It's not. That's like. Gosh, you need to go back to my class.
Roderick's just gonna lean over to Faywin and be like, are they always like this?
Oh, yes. It's just gonna get worse from here. It's alright.
Okay. Is
Give
it
him a little
though?
pat pat. We'll find out.
It's just munches on the strawberry tart.
Mhm. Yeah, eat those feelings.
Yep. You know, I went through a lot of work and thought I was through that point in my life, but hey, grabs another one.
Ow! I just hit my
And,
elbow on the table. Oh god! Ow,
As he
ow.
says that, goes to grab a second one, like his hands like kind of scorch up again a little bit, and that tart gets really hot as you go to
It's a
put it in
toasted
your mouth.
Pop-Tart.
This is amazing. See, so like, I mean, I don't know what's going on. And like, he will be like out loud saying this to Faywin. I don't know what's going on, but like sometimes this just works out really nice. He's gonna break it in half and hand half to her.
Oh, thank you. What did you do that by
Nope.
accident?
Yep.
Do you need help with that?
I mean,
Because-
like, probably, but so
Okay.
far it hasn't done anything like destructive.
Okay. If you decide you need help, I can.
I mean, if
But,
you've got any
I mean,
advice,
I know. Yeah. Try not to let your emotions take over.
I'm pretty good.
That
with
helps
emotions.
me. Mm,
You know, really everything's just kind of in the end.
Pop-Tarts
So you gotta
really
make
toasty,
it.
though.
You gotta make the best of what you've got.
It's true. Maybe we can practice.
This is gonna be fun.
Can you do it on purpose, or is it always an accident?
I'm gonna try to do it on purpose.
You did it on purpose.
And
Okay.
I'm gonna find an unlit candle because it's the middle of the morning and none of the candles would be lit.
Right.
And I'm just gonna like aim at it, and I'm gonna use the hand that's missing a couple fingers from the test. And I'm just gonna
Okay.
like aim with the remaining fingers at the candle and try to get emotional.
All right. This is what we're gonna do here.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna have you make a wisdom roll.
Okay. What's my wisdom? Ooh. It's not great.
And if something bad happens, I am ready to control flame that right out.
Holy shit! So that's a nat 20.
Yes.
Whoa.
Nice.
So 22 total.
So 22. All right. So, you go and you point your finger, or a nub, in that direction of the candle, and you internally are willing. You're attempting to will this to happen. This flame. And in this moment, you can see your hand starts to turn red. And Fei Wen, as you're looking at him attempting this, his hand and his face and neck, is there anything else of your body that's exposed at all by the robes?
He probably his left hand is covered by a glove. He keeps it like
Okay.
he's got like the fake prosthetics that don't really do anything, but like
Right.
replace fingers.
Okay.
But his right hand will be completely bare and probably like neck and up.
Right. Okay. So all of the exposed skin that you can see has turned I would say like a brick red. Okay. And the hair on his head, it starts to flutter a bit, right? And
I
almost
get hero wind.
almost like
Super Saiyan.
almost like little wisps of almost like smoke seem to be coming off of them in this instance. And this flame juts out of his fingers in this instance towards the candle. And because of the nat 20 and because
It's
of no
all gonna burn.
other reason, it shoots out and lights the wick perfectly and just like fades back in. And as the flame
In character.
and as the flame dissipates, and he does that, you're looking at him, and the skin tone, this red, it isn't fading.
Are you okay?
Apparently I can do it at will.
Sure, but now you like look at your hand. That's all over her.
Roderick is gonna like open up his robe. Like he's wearing like stuff underneath, but like just to like look down at like his chest and stuff and see if like everything is red.
Everything is red.
That usually doesn't happen.
You should get that looked at. This might be more than I can help you with.
Can I do a medicine check on myself?
Can I? Yeah. Can I see? Can I roll something to see if I know what's happening?
Can
Like,
we
is he about to
medicine me?
explode?
Yeah, you can medicine or nature, either one.
Awesome. That is a 21.
Damn.
Oh man. No, I only got
I have a
13.
plus. I have a +6 to medicine.
Okay. From what it looks like, your skin, this change, it, though it happened in an instant, it appears, it appears, it appears natural.
What if? Hear me out here. Hear me out here. What if I was always red, and it just like wore off?
Sure.
I mean, cause like it doesn't look like there's anything medically wrong with me. And like he's gonna like take off the like really long left hand glove and like show his hand in like its full like just charred and scarred and mutilated glory, and just be like, cause there's nothing wrong.
Except he has all of his fingers now.
Roderick is speechless until I say something again.
Who else is still in the room?
I think I'm still there. Yeah.
Everyone's still there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm there. I just have my eyes closed, but I'm still aware.
With everything that has transpired, with the lighting of the
Got a
candle
flame.
and the like, whoa, your skin and yada yadas and the, oh yeah, you're all a witness to this.
And probably at least Faywin can see that like it's not a happy look on his face. Like it's not like a, oh boy, my fingers are back. It's like this very like almost emotionless, non one way or the other, just like that's not supposed to be there. That is what his face says right now.
I didn't think it was possible you could look weirder. I was wrong.
Well, that's my cue to go to teach the kids, and I have something new to explain to them that I can't understand. Great.
What happened?
We should,
Yeah.
still think you should get looked at, but now I think you should go right now.
I think you should
Yeah.
Will
probably
you
go
come with
talk
me?
to
He's looking
Persalian.
at Faywin.
What'd you say?
Will you come with me?
Oh, sure. Yeah, let's go.
And the entire way to wherever she is leading, he does not stop looking at his hand.
Mm.
Okay. And so you're heading to Parsalian's office. Is that what you're doing?
Sure.
Okay.
He seems like a smart human being. Is he a human?
Yes, all three leaders of the orders are
The
human.
joys of fantasy role playing.
Suspicious.
You're a decent human being. I'm not a human.
You're a decent humanoid being.
There we go.
There you go.
Decent person.
Once he realizes where they're going, he'll start like being more reactive.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit in on Professor Eisenov's class.
Damn it.
So after seeing that whole phenomenon happen, Petros kind of looks like has a one eye open as the both of them leave, and takes off his hat, looks at Orendal. I think I would have to fancy some research. Care to join?
Yeah, why not?
To the library.
To the library mobile.
Okay.
I'm gonna research what the heck was all of that about with Roderick.
Ah, yes, it's in this book. What's up with Roderick?
Page 178.
So your Roderick has turned red. What do you do now?
What do you do now?
Like an FAQ.
there's a
And then
checklist too.
it's have they started producing flame yet?
If they
Okay.
have, please
Have they
consult page one-
regenerated limbs?
Are they warm to the touch? Have
Check.
they regenerated any missing bits?
Also, the first question they ask you is, "Did you feed your Roderick
Yeah.
After
strawberry
midnight.
tart?"
After midnight. After
Oh,
midnight.
strawberry tarts, yes.
Oh no.
Did your Roderick get wet?
Okay.
Don't know.
So they're heading to Persalian's office. The Red Robes are going to go study, and Eisnov's gone to teach a class with Habrix in attendance,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Hey, what's up, fam? Oh, hydrate. Sorry, yeah, I did not see that. I will hydrate with Tang. Tang is delicious
Nice. Nice.
and doesn't sound at all dirty.
Not at all.
Nah.
Because
So-
I think
so-
of swords.
Of course. Swords.
So I'm just making some adjustments here, and what we're going to do here is this is kind of the perfect time to take our break.
Okay.
So we'll return to our game here, where we have our Red Robe Wizards doing some studying, Eisenov's teaching a class with Habrix in attendance, and Faywin and Roderick are off to go see the Master
Wizard,
of
the
the
Wonderful
Tower.
Wizard of Oz.
Master
Because,
of the
because,
Tower.
because,
Because
My
Yeah.
hand grew back and
No,
I'm shooting
no.
fire? It's really weird, you guys.
So,
Sorry, I made you
and
shoot
yes,
fire.
Roderick
Oh no,
has
I was hoping to shoot fire.
Roderick has changed before our eyes,
Level
Spooky.
plus ultra.
and we'll be back with more. I don't know stuff,
More
Um,
us. Guaranteed to be us. Yay.
and
At the very least.
what
At
kind
least.
of music do we want to? How about? Oh, let's play it. New Heaven. Sure, we'll do that.
Changes.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking in my brain.
Turning faces.
That's
Oh,
literally what's going on in my brain at that same.
There we go. Okay.
I was
And-
trying not to sing it.
Me too.
Okay.
I was doing my
be
best not
back.
to.
I don't know.
I'm so proud of all of you because I was singing it in my head the whole
Oh
time.
my gosh. So much randomness.
My pretend
Yes,
glasses
bro.
stab at you.
Dude,
And- sound would be good. There's the sound. There we are.
Sure.
Yay,
My hand, oh
sounds.
god.
And I decided to come back to this page just because, I like maps of things, so.
I
I
love
don't love you like I love you.
The map.
I'm
map.
a
No,
Um,
no, no. I hate you so much right now.
I'm
What
glad
can I
Adam
say?
and I were
I'm
in
an
the same wavelength
evil
today.
sorcerer.
Yes, so am I, but that's beyond evil.
There's evil, and then there's singing children's songs from TV
Yeah,
shows.
from Dora the
Chaotic
Explorer
evil?
evil.
And as we return to Dragonlance, the Lost Tower, we have Roderick and Faywin. They're heading up to the office of Parsalian, the master of the tower. We have Orndal and Petros going to the library to study. And we come in to the classroom of Professor Eisenhoff. What class is Professor Eisenhoff teaching right now?
She would be teaching, essentially her, at this point, her kind of her bread and butter, which would be essentially the history of the, I believe it's called the War of the Dragons or something like that.
War of the Lance?
Something history.
Indeed. Indeed. As a matter of fact, she was the one that wrote that book. Biggity bam.
Hey.
And in attendance is our friend Habrix.
Habrix is sitting at the back
And
listening.
and listen. She's what do you call that? Auditing the class, maybe? Is that what they
I was
call
just
it?
thinking about that. Yeah.
Yep.
Just auditing.
I don't know. I didn't go to college, so I don't know that much about it.
And her teaching style is very much one of lecture and experimentation. So you'd see her kind of pacing back and forth as she continues to kind of lecture. But it's it's not, she's not one to hide her emotions on her face. She's not very good at that. You can't help, Habrix, you can't help but, I don't know if you appreciate it or not, but every once in a while there's a side-eye dagger glance of your auditing of the classes she continues
I think
on.
every time you side-eye dagger glance Habrix, she's just gonna smile wide and sit forward and listen intently.
Anyway, class. So yes, so as you understand, it's on page 1233. That's going to be specifically the next 12 pages or so, or what we'll be quizzed on, what you'll be quizzed on in the next few days. So make sure to reach out and let me know if you have any questions. My office hours are, as always, between 3 and 5. And if you're late, and it kind of stares at like one particular class, a particular person in the class.
Billy.
In the class, sure, Billy. And recognize that 5:01 is far too late. 4:59, if I'm in a good mood. And perhaps today I will be, if you would like to chance that. Anyway, class is dismissed.
I think you're just gonna get
As everyone else
Sitting
exits
there.
the class and they're just kind of like looking, walking by Habrix, just kind of looking down, going, "Oh snap!"
Oh no, you should listen to Professor Eisenhoff. She is the leader in her field of history. And Habrix is being serious, not being a snark about this. Like, you little ones should listen to what she says. And she'll give them dagger glances as they walk by if they're being all snarky. Dagger face, dagger face, dagger face, dagger face.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Aw.
You hear an audible fart. as
Is
that?
Petros in here?
as basically you made one of them shit their pants.
Oh, good. Good. Early. Remember, be early.
As the students disperse, well, I must say that you are full of surprises. Twofold in this case. One, you decided to audit my class, which initially I would be, if I have to be completely blunt, I was very upset about, as you did not ask me permission. One, two, you know the forms that you had to fill out. Three, again, you didn't ask permission. And four, I didn't know what you were going to do with two and what my students, because we're not friends and we are already forced to work together already at this point. So I hope you learned something.
I was hoping we could have a chat. Just you and I.
She kind of like closes her lecturing book and goes into what I imagine to be kind of very much a university level type of auditorium ish, if she's as renowned as I think about in my head.
Yeah. No, I love it. Are you down at the podium and
Yep,
Matrix is at the back and we're
absolutely,
having
yes.
a chat?
Yes, absolutely.
You in the back.
Perfect.
And I just kind of like. Yes. Kind of like goes up and cleans her glasses.
I know we don't always see eye to eye. Obviously. But you seem to get along well with Roderick, who does the same things that I do. So maybe it's just me.
He is, on a scale of 1 to 10, with you being 1 and a 10 being him, agreeable.
He is on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being me and him being 10 and 10 being an idiot. Fair.
I cannot dispute that point.
We have to work together.
Unfortunately,
Clear up this animosity between us while we work together as much as possible. We are polar opposites, you and I.
very much so.
But I admire and respect the work that you do.
And I
Don't
feel
admire and work. It's fine. You don't have to reciprocate. I understand. It's okay.
Kind of like exhales. Look, you have a point. We are in a unique position here, and to be fair, we are both equally powerful in some capacity in the things that we are talented with. You
And
have
if I could be
done-
frank with you,
to be fair, I don't think that if I said no, you would resist. So fire away.
I don't want to die.
Yes, dying would be how should I put it? Very boring.
Exactly. And I think they're sending us to die. So I think that if we work together, we won't die.
You have a point. So, except for the whole, I do things that are great and good, and you do things that are not. So,
I feel like your understanding of good and bad is very limited.
that may be true. All right, riddle me this. We both know what we had to do to get here. Let us establish trust between us then. What did you sacrifice?
The love of my life.
Oh, well, you're not alone. As a matter of fact, husband, children, familiar. So perhaps we do have some bit more in common. You know, I'll admit, I'm a bit of a stubborn one. Many people don't exactly like me, but I get my shit done. And you know what? So do you.
Yeah.
But it seems that, I tell you what. I don't. That's something we can discuss more detailed later. But I want to, in the spirit of moving forward, my plan, assuming we survive this excursion, is to put our adventure into a new novel. But if I only have a common complaint that I hear about my published work is that it is a bit one-sided.
I can see that.
Ha! You're hilarious.
Not in a bad way. You just have one understanding of good.
So why don't we do this? Why don't I continue to write one, and then as part of this, there will be a portion, if you're interested, and we can sort of co-write. We can come up with a working title. I don't have anything in particular in mind, but maybe telling another side of the tale from your perspective would help increase knowledge.
I think this is a good idea. So truce for now.
I cast Fireball. No, I'm just kidding.
As soon as we touch hands, shocking grasp.
Truce. By the way, I do have one more tart if you want it.
Okay. Can we split it?
You're adorable. Of course we can. And we break bread.
Oh.
Your students are kind of jerks as we walk out.
They're totally pieces of shit, and I close the door behind me.
All right. And cut to the library with our friends in the red robes.
Mm-hmm.
What are we studying? What's going on here?
So Petros is looking for any kind of occurrences recorded that is similar to Roderick's condition, and wants to see what it is, what kind of effects trigger it. He's just extremely curious now. He's just like, I must know what that was and why it's happening. And he's also wondering if it's related to the soon-to-be emergence of the eye.
Oh, wait. Did that go? Oh boy. I have a lot of things open here. Okay. Okay. I will let you go ahead and roll. You're in the library of the Tower of Wayrith. You get you get advantage on your Arcana rolls.
Yep.
Go ahead and make an Arcana roll.
Sure. Oops. Oh, okay. Oh, that was nice. That is. So I rolled one of them was a 19. So with Arcana, 27.
27. And we have Orndal there. What is Orndal doing? Is he doing anything to assist in this at all?
Arundel is just skimming through books with everything about fire and all that because he's not that keen on books. So
Yeah. Okay. Jackie, you can go ahead and roll another d20 on top of
Okay.
the 2 as an assist.
Well, that wasn't any better than the 19.
Okay. All right. And that fits the assist that you got from Orendal, really. You know, it's kind of like, he's helping, but it would have been more like luck, right? You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, but what you're finding, there are a few references to the thing that keeps coming up is you kind of keep coming back up to creation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And coming across stories of the gemstone, the gray stone, the gray gem, cheapers, Matt, the gray gem, and of course, you know about the gray gem. I would say you probably more than anybody here. And actually, Orendal would probably know quite a bit about the Grey Gem as well, as this affected essentially the creation of the dwarven race. um, and that when uh, that Rorks, the god of the forge, the creator of Kryn, the god that the dwarves and the gnomes all revere as their high god, that he trapped the soul of chaos in the Grey Gem. And there isn't a lot said or anything written about chaos. It's the name comes up a few times here and there, and it's usually only when when the story's being told about the Grey Gem, how chaos was trapped in the Grey Gem by Rorks, and the gem with chaos inside found its way across the world of Kryn and caused havoc and made a lot of changes. And one of those changes, of course, is there were these groups of gnomes that wanted to capture the Grey Gem, and there was a group that was thinking of it in a very methodical sense, and another group that a little bit more haphazard, right? And when the Grey Gem came through those groups of gnomes, the methodical group were turned into the first dwarves of the world. And the other group were turned into the first Kender of the world. So that's kind of all that really comes from, or the only times that really chaos is mentioned in any textbook, any book, anything like that. But those kind of things kind of stick out, right? Something about creation, something about the Grey Gem. But that's as close as you get to anything, really.
I'm probably just a god.
You're not a god.
Yet.
Is Roderick in my books?
Oh, hey, there he is. Is he a god?
Page 187. Shit.
I always skip that page. I don't know why.
So Orendal, if I've seen these references about chaos, do you think perhaps that there is some residual energies at work from creation to now?
That could be the case.
Well, these events seem to suggest, though, if the dwarves and the Kender were morphed from this energy, and should this energy seem to happen to our dear compatriot Roderick, then Roderick will most likely change, given what has been likely to happen. But into what?
Now, let me cut in real quick. Orndal, from everything that you've learned growing up as a dwarf, the dwarves tell that story a little differently, okay? And that the story from the dwarves is that the dwarves were the ones who came first. And it was the gnomes and the Kender that were born of the dwarves.
But if Roderick is indeed changing, what to what?
That's a good question. I'm
Well,
not sure.
and it makes me wonder. So, there are those amongst us who have learned and gained their skills, but some of us who've spent much more years from our magical talents and learned and gained knowledge. And then there are some, such as yourself, Orendel, who've always seemed to have had a natural affinity for certain magics and has learned some on your own and performed feats that are most different from those of other of our peers. Do you feel different?
Not really.
Interesting. Well, I think it's wise that we keep an eye on things, but it wouldn't hurt to have some samples.
I agree.
Do you mind let me having a snippet of your hair?
All right.
Excellent. It pulls out like a handy pair of scissors. Snip. Excellent. And just puts it into a little tube. Excellent. Excellent.
Now the blood.
No.
Now the blood.
And so I'm guessing you snipped that from his beard because he's got no hair on his head.
Yeah, so it's gonna be from the beard. It's very important for a dwarf to ask for permission for their beards.
That's ballsy, man.
I'm sorry, I just saw like a landscaping company in my head, like trying to snip like a completely bare lawn. It's just like, why isn't it working?
Don't understand.
I was like, I would rather like cut the hair from a dwarf's armpit than take it from his beard because he's about to kill you. But
Wonderful.
ballsy, yeah.
I will need to do further research, but I don't know if we actually have the time before we must depart. So let's just leave it for now. But it's very curious, don't you think?
Yeah, it's very curious. I
But
have
if-
no idea what to make of it.
No, neither do I. But who knows? It seems to have an effect on those who have natural affinities to magic. It's very possible you could be exposed to it. Who knows what might happen? It'd be fascinating to see what happens, actually.
And
I
there was a
agree.
glimmer in his eye when he said that.
The blood.
Shh, that's
And the
later.
blood.
Yes, and this is how we set the scene for a red wizard to become a black wizard. Yeah.
Are we just
Is
gonna
that the-
switch places?
I mean, tag me out, Jackie.
Let's just fuck with Maddie's layout here. Let's just be like, ding ding.
Switch.
I'm gonna be
it,
jumping.
switch.
I'm gonna end this as a white robe.
I'm red.
All right, so we're just popping around. Okay. Yeah. Let's remember one thing about alignment in D&D is that changing alignments is a thing, you know.
It's a whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
It is a whole
super
thing.
Especially in Dragonlance, it was a deal.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because this shit was based in like first edition Advances in Dragons, and they like dumb shit.
You are bound by these codes of ethics.
I will say, I'm not playing evil as though evil is like I go and kill babies. Evil is just I act selfishly in all ways.
I'm
Yeah.
not commenting on my stance on baby killing.
No.
Definitely bad.
I guess.
Definitely bad.
I don't make a thing about it, you know.
I don't go out of my way, but if I see a baby,
If there's an opportunity,
I love how of the two evils, I'm just selfish. You're like, I kill babies.
I mean, this is very fair.
I just, just to quote one of my players, I just like to perform questionable science.
That's science. No. Questionable science. Questionable experiments. Yes.
All right. And was there anything else there?
I don't think I have anything. Orendal, do you have anything?
No.
Okay. All right. And Roderick and Faywin, you've reached the door to the Master of the Tower.
Roderick knocks immediately.
Faywin? Roderick? What?
How does he know?
What do you want? What do you need?
it's an emergency.
Yeah.
Uh,
I've lost my accent too.
He lost his accent and he turned red.
I became red and now I talk like this. I don't understand anything. No, something happened to me, Professor. I'm not exactly sure what, but I'm red now. I shoot fire. My hand grew back. That's kind of a big deal.
okay.
You know,
Why don't you enter then? Enter.
open the door.
And you walk into a office. Well, it's his laboratory, and for now, because I didn't have time to set it all up, we're gonna. Oh gosh, that's right. I forgot. I need 2 roll 20s up. One for the audience. And
Double roll 20.
One
Oh.
to mess around
This
with.
is going even further beyond.
I keep forgetting this stuff. Anyway,
BBC reference.
but the players are already there. So, because I forgot to send the players over to the place that has a map. So we're just gonna pretend that everyone else isn't there, right? But I don't really want to remove their tokens, so you know.
Fair. That's
You
very
can
fair.
pretend that we're not there.
Yeah,
Alright,
we'll just
That's
we'll kind of.
easy. That is easy.
I'll go grab
I
them
don't
and just kind of
exist.
move
Nope.
them out of the picture for now. You know, just do that.
I am in everywhere at all times.
So that's Roderick.
It's like in the books
And
when they
they're
hide
talking.
in. Oh, we've hidden a Hadrix in
and
this book.
They're
in this picture.
talking.
She's just hidden in
Peeking
every
out.
corner.
Yep.
Just the feel of her is everywhere. She
There we
permeates.
go.
Ugh. What was that? You walked through the Hadrix.
You've walked through the Haybricks. Oh, I'm scared of that.
Yep.
It's just like this. It's just this shiver.
What was that? Oh, okay. Thank you.
That I was gonna announce it.
Twitch announces everything.
Well, you know, it's very chatty, you know.
One might even say it's so chatty.
Oh.
Brand. All right, so
So I'm picking up Finger of Death next time around.
And pointing it at Roderick.
Yes.
so you come into the laboratory and you see Persalian there. He's readying the teleportation circle and whatnot for this evening, and he looks at you very there's no surprise or shock on his face. Not even really like a look of wonder. It's almost more of a knowing look.
Ta-da.
Well.
At least well.
Right. As he lifts his hand up and the main door to the laboratory closes behind you. Well, Faywin, will you help me retrieve the scrying bowl?
Of course.
And there's over in the corner of the laboratory, it's a large copper bowl. And it's termed a scrying bowl, but it's used for a lot of different divination spells that the white robes are very, very proficient in. You bring it over to essentially the center of the eye, of this tiled eye on the floor. And you instinctively know to get this this jug of water that has been, it hasn't been like sanctified by, you know, like a god of good or anyone. It's almost like it's been sanctified by the god of magic, your god Solinari. It's almost like a arcane holy water. And you pour it into this large bowl. And you hear Persalian, he starts chanting and weaving words of magic And let me see. We want to. And as he weaves, you see pictures start to flash in the reflection of the water in the bowl. It begins to light up. And you see a hammer that's smashing down on this anvil. Sparks flying. And the hammer keeps smashing and smashing and smashing against this anvil until one of those sparks flies over and instantly there's a planet. It's the world of Kryn. And you see the picture, it kind of zooms in to this world. And it is almost like a time-lapse photography as you see the lands forming and the oceans receding, and you see plant life, wildlife, humankind appear. Civilizations grow and die. And then it focuses in on this gem. This gem, this gray gem that keeps finding its way around the world of Kryn in the possession of this person, that person, and every person it touches, it causes some kind of abnormality, this change. And it's not all bad change, but it's drastic. And this gem just traveling across the globe until it ends up in the hands of a very plain, nondescript human. And this human you don't really see all that happens through this fast forward through time, but it kind of slows down as this human turns around, and this gem is now embedded in his chest. And then you see the dragon armies just moving across the continent of Ancelon. And they're hunting for this one man. Now, Roderick, when you look into the bowl and you see the man with the stone, with the gem in his chest, he looks familiar to you. You'd met him at some point. You don't remember his name, You probably maybe said 5 words to each other. I mean, you definitely crossed your path at some point. And as it's almost like the time starts to finally slow down in this picture that you're seeing. The dragon armies recede from the land. And it almost as if the picture zooms over and focuses in on the tower that you're in. And zooms in. Through that little window over to the left. And now you see the 3 of you standing around this bowl. And then that picture fades. Well, you've been touched by chaos.
I mean, that tracks, really. Oh, you mean like actual, like... Interesting.
Do you know about chaos, Roderick?
Does Roderick know about chaos?
I will let Roderick make a history roll at disadvantage.
Natural 20.
At
Oh, at
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Oh no. Ugh.
Okay.
Oh.
Hate that.
Okay, that is a 22.
Okay.
Proficient in all of the intelligence skills.
Roderick would essentially, he would know of another high god that is termed as chaos, and would know that his or its soul was trapped in a gem by the god Rorks.
Well, if not touched by chaos, touched by someone who's touched by chaos, at the very least.
Right. But I think there's more to this.
Just watch the new Hallmark Channel show, Touched by Chaos.
Touched by someone who is touched by chaos.
Sundays on the WB.
That's the worst time slot too, at 9 p.m.
On ABC
Oh.
this summer.
Am I wrong though?
You're not wrong.
Nope.
I mean, if
So,
it's on the
is
WB,
this-
I'm
Looking
gonna
at
watch
you,
that
Black
shit.
Sash, you were denied your prime.
We always determine how a show is either WB or CW by whether or not the lead guys walk around with shirts off, or the lead girls walk around mostly with shirts off.
Well, if
That's how you determine the
if it wasn't for
difference.
having the requirement of wearing robes, Roderick would be shirt off.
Of course.
He's
I
up on that.
mean, you can wear whatever you want. It's like they have in the story they have or in the books, the wizard I think that takes over for Parsalian when he retires. The leader of the White Robes is like a
Casual Fridays every day.
it's like a pirate captain kind of type, and
Mhm.
just like essentially only has like a big white sash that he wears over, like
Mhm.
Yeah.
his like sailing clothes, so there are all sorts of ways to represent the color of your robes and everything like that. So Um, he could be shirtless. You know, that's
Oh,
totally
definitely
fine.
under the robes. He's wearing some like shorts.
You already told us you were shirtless under the
Yeah.
robes, but you did tell us you were wearing pants.
Yeah.
At least.
Pants in the British sense, at the very least.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
Oh, the only acceptable pants.
Yeah. So this is permanent, I'm guessing, then, because I mean usually it fades away by now, but like also fire, also fingers.
Yes. This is not the first we've seen of those touched by chaos. But this is the first instance of permanency.
Is that a bad thing? Because like it seems pretty advantageous at the moment. Well, I don't know about advantageous, but like at least pretty cool. But you know, I don't know if there's any like bad things that'll go along with it.
Like, is this gonna keep happening if he's been touched by somebody who's been touched by chaos? Every time he tries to, I was just trying to like help him learn how to control it, and then this happened. Is this gonna keep happening?
Well,
Just broadly gesture to all of you.
Is this gonna, you know?
I'm afraid this is all new. I have no answers
Sweet.
for this.
This is so it's exciting and fantastical.
But I do fear that this could be a sign of things to come.
More fire?
Stop snapping your fingers.
I'm sorry.
I'm not referring to you, Roderick.
Oh.
You apparently are changed. I'm afraid this could mean the coming of chaos.
Well, better kill him.
Question.
There's only one way to actually kill chaos.
I wasn't talking about chaos. I was talking about Roderick.
Oh, well, that's also fair.
This happened because
He's
I was touched by someone who was touched by chaos. This mean I shouldn't like poke people or touch people? No high fives, handshakes.
Social
No.
distancing.
Because that sounds like it'd suck.
No, I don't think you understand. You were
I don't. That's why I'm asking.
you
Touch my books.
you
No.
were
Dude.
you were in proximity to the gem.
Oh,
Apparently.
okay. So I'm good.
Yeah. We
High
don't
five to Faywin.
we don't
Too
know
soon. Too soon.
Too soon.
quite where the gem is now. We thought it was Barum that had it, but it seems to have disappeared again.
Well, I will keep my eye out for it. Since I'm already affected. Better for me to find it than someone else. Or maybe worse.
That's the thing about chaos.
You never really can guess.
Well,
It's so chaotic.
obviously.
Uh-huh.
But chaos, the what we refer to as the being, the high being, we whoever named this thing chaos was an asshole. Because it makes you think of the word, and it isn't just that.
In
'Cause
my
it's really
experience, a lot of the people who discover and name things tend to be assholes.
Indeed. Because it isn't just a being. It isn't just a high god of some sort, the creator or whatever. Rorke's created the world, striking his hammer against the anvil of time. But it was out of the nothingness that is chaos that Kryn was born. If chaos is... If this nothingness is to return, this could be the end of Kryn coming.
Huh. Well, it has been fun. Um, that's a lot, but there's not really much that we can do about it. So we will keep on with our mission.
Yes. Yes. As this is really just speculation.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing we can control is the here and now. And we are just a few hours away from teleporting you to what we do not know.
Yeah. It's going to be fun. One way or the other.
Are you ready for this, Roderick? Or do I need to reassign you?
I am as ready as I will ever be. I am looking forward to it. Don't confuse optimism for ineptability.
Oh, I would never. But changes like this, well, they can cause a lot of instability in a person.
My life has been really a whole bunch of very large and very sudden changes.
Yes, very short life as well. You've lived a long, short life.
Very long.
Well, you seem to have a lot of friends here.
I try.
LaDonna speaks well of you often.
I'm humbled by that.
Faywin? You'll keep an eye on him. I think you all are going to need. I should probably wait for this long speech when everyone is here. But fuck it. I'm an old man, I'll do what I want.
I agree.
You all need to look after each other. This is going to be. It's a journey into the unknown. I am the most gifted diviner this world has ever seen, and I have no idea what you're about to find. I really don't want to send you, to be honest. But the potential retrieval of so many lost artifacts is too great. You have a few hours. Do what you want. See you then.
See you then. Roderick will head towards the door and hold the door open for Faywin.
Yeah, as soon as we're outside, I'm just gonna like, are you sure you're okay? Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I am fine. That explains things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'll be fine. It's just more of an adapting and getting used to having all of my fingers back. That's really weird.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna need new gloves.
We can probably find you some gloves before we go.
But thank you. Okay. Yes. I really hope the world isn't ending.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just kind
Same.
of a nice place. I like it here.
Me too. I feel like I finally found a home here, and now it's all this is happening.
Oh man, has it just got real? Yeah, no, I didn't really know much of my home before here, so it really has been the only one that I've ever known. But I'm feeling good about this.
Good. That's good. Somebody should.
I think we need food.
We should. Yes, because we're eating our feelings.
Yes.
Let's get a snack and then we'll get you some gloves.
Awesome. I like
That's a
this
plan.
Okay. So you're going to go get some food. All right.
It's been like 30 minutes since we ate dinner, since we ate breakfast. So
1 week since you looked at me.
Well,
Thank you, Adam.
And
no
now,
problem.
actually,
it's what I'm here for.
Now, when you guys were done there, and he said you have a few hours until midnight. You were there, standing in front of that scrying bowl,
forever,
for a long time, and it didn't feel like it. It was if you were all moving in time-lapse photography as well. And so you
eat
are
real food.
Yes,
in a realization,
it's lunch and dinner.
It just clicks as you guys thinking that you're hungry. You should get some food. But wait, we just ate like half hour ago. Wait a minute. It's like 9 o'clock at night now.
We missed lunch.
And second breakfast.
Most importantly,
elevensies.
lunch.
Have you been
And
prepping
tea.
for second breakfast and 11Zs and all of that, Petros?
Yes.
Good.
He has like
Facts are
15
important.
bags of holding, right?
And like halfway through, question: Does he still have all of the like arm scarring?
No.
It's like a whole new
This
body.
is
Like a
crap. He
whole
still has all his magic, but no
new
Damn it, you beat me to
sacrifice.
it.
This is garbage.
The entire test was basically null and void and
Right.
irrelevant.
This
Like,
is crap.
That and like he'll even mention that, like, it's like I feel like I kind of cheated.
And you hear off the distance, "You did."
garbage.
Gonna have to kill him.
Excellent.
Yeah, Payron's not gonna say it out loud because she doesn't want to make him feel bad, but she is a little like upset that she still has all this scarring
We're
happening,
all gonna
and
be
he,
upset about that.
he has
All
a
of
whole
us.
new situation.
And like that's why he's saying it to her. Is like he's like I'm like I was fine with. You get used to it, really. I mean, that's
Yeah.
but it's. I feel bad.
See now, okay, yeah. Faye went, yeah, okay. So you're
Oh no, it's funny
Oh yeah.
because we can be jerks about it.
Hell yeah.
I would
It's
say
great.
Rooms can
that
be jerks too. Remember that.
there's something in the
I
back
wasn't-
of your
I-
head,
yeah.
Faywin, that is telling you that right there, like, sounds too good to be true, right?
Yeah, she did not high five him.
Mhm.
That there wouldn't be just a like, oh, the scars of the test are gone. Like, it must be that there are no scars left.
Hmm.
No, that doesn't track in your mind, right? Like, that just
Mhm.
You
it's
think it's gonna wear off?
you know.
No, he didn't. It didn't sound like.
I think I'm gonna keep my old glove just in case.
Yeah. I mean, you might change again. I don't know how this works.
Maybe I'll be blue next time.
That would be fun.
That
I
would
like-
be
I
very
like blue.
fun. It's a good color.
Hmm.
Man, I'm so glad you're not
Like-
a wizard of the red robes, though, because that would be so much red.
Oh, he'd wank at work with a 20 charisma.
Mhm.
Like, and Roderick has been doing the like fire thing. It's like when Chris Evans was the Human Torch.
How much?
Flame
How
on!
much do you hate him, Faywin? How much do you just hate him a little bit on the inside?
Every time he makes his hand go on fire, I put it out.
Yeah, so you hate
Oh,
him.
if she does that, he
just
will
a-
stop.
just a
Like,
little bit on the
fir-
inside.
After the,
Just a
after
little
the
bit. You're like,
first-
I hate you. So just a little bit.
after the first time she does that, he will stop.
Aw.
Like he's a child with no impulse control, but he's not an absolute dick.
An absolute.
He may kill babies, but he's not rude.
Inside check.
It's not because she doesn't want fire near her. It's more because I'm kind of afraid he might accidentally catch something else on fire.
That tracks.
This is going to be fun.
Because you're kind of new at the fire
I am new at
fingers.
finger fire.
Mm.
Can that be a shirt, please?
I'm new at finger fire.
I'm new at finger
Finger
fire.
All right.
Oh
Now he's taking a
no.
note.
Question. Very important question. Is Roderick's hair still the same color? Or did it turn red or a different color as well?
Is he all
So
gingy now?
It is.
Am I a ginger?
You are not a
It's an important question to ask every time you regenerate.
Exactly. Thank you, Jackie.
Very much so.
Honestly, if anything, your hair has. It's more the color. It has changed a bit. It's more the color of like a dark ash,
Okay.
and
Mm.
Got a little bit of salt and pepper going.
and occasionally it's as if like when you are causing that flame to produce, right? Um, some of the hairs almost like kind of wave a little bit as if little wisps of smoke are coming off. But yeah, it's not the dark colors as it was. It is more of an ash gray.
Okay.
I just changed that on the spot. I made a little
I like it.
token of you that has like red flaming hair, but I'm not doing that. I like the ash.
That's
I think
cool.
it's good.
I like the red and black, or red and ash.
Mhm.
But thank you, seriously. It was weird,
It was
Very
weird.
but
When they come to get dinner, are you and I sitting at the dinner table eating and like going over notes, Professor, and coming up with like a plan of attack? I think.
I'd even go one better. Not only are we doing that, in the middle of it, she's just like, oh shit. Oh no. So you were in the class. You remember.
Yes.
So I totally told them that there was going to be a quiz in like 2 days, and I forgot the fact that I might die tomorrow.
You have a TA.
I don't. I'm very selfish. And really, when I'm sick, then I have Faywin kind of pretend to. That's not fair.
Yes.
That's not fair. That's totally not fair. But okay, here's the thing.
win waves. Oh man.
Do it!
Actually, okay.
Do
Okay,
it!
so we're establishing trust, right?
Yes.
Okay. So here's what I need. I need, because I don't have the spell. Do you have sending? Do you know anyone that has sending like right now? Because I need to tell like 200 people that we're not going to have class for like 3 days, and I'm kind of freaking out about it.
I think I do. Let me double check.
Sending doesn't work that way though.
You like as we're walking
doesn't.
in, it's just like
So many
you know,
castings of sending later.
you can just put a
not
you
even
can
close.
just, you can just
She's
put a
panicking.
sign on the door. Just put a sign on your door.
Yeah.
So you guys, I'm assuming you have,
Yeah.
okay.
I
Just
feel like
making
we're just like,
Just
okay, but what if we just put a sign on the door?
But then that means that they would have to like come back, and then that's a waste of time. And so like, how would they see it? Do we even know if they would see it? Like,
put a sign on this door pointing at the cafeteria.
Okay, that's a good idea. Okay, so we need like at least 16 signs.
But
Sure.
Because
That's
like
an
the way I
odd
look at
amount
it,
of signs.
it's like, you know, who did the math, like just
Petros would be really good at
probability.
that. He's
Okay.
great at organizing those kinds of
all
things.
right. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
You're
also,
amazing
Already
at it.
done.
Yep, I figured.
I'm red now.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
we
noticed.
noticed earlier.
Why are you?
So, question:
Yes.
is it contagious?
Yes. Very. No,
Oh.
it's not
Oh, then you
contagious.
gotta die. I'm sorry. It's just the way
It's
it is.
not contagious. It is not at the moment contagious. Depending on what happens in the future, perhaps if I get the gem of chaos or whatever, then yeah.
Wait, what?
I kind of like stare at Haybrooks and kind of like, we agree again, and like I'm just like in like total shock.
Yeah, no. I was touched by someone who was touched by chaos.
Wait.
She'll lean toward you. I don't think it's safe.
Define
Hey,
chaos.
Bricks.
So question: Do
Capital
you happen
C.
to remember anything about being touched by someone who was touched by chaos?
Q.
Hey. Not much, no. We spoke for maybe 5 minutes. Maybe.
Orenthal, Roger, can you just touch Orenthal and see if it transfers over?
I've already touched plenty of things, including all of your books that you were holding.
Oh no!
So,
but I don't think objects are affected as adversely as
I look at my
beings.
hands.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay. Oh, okay. Only I'm only allowed like 3 panic attacks per day. Okay, like I'm already at.
We'll get them out of the way, and you'll be good till you go to bed.
We're not going to bed. We're leaving. Did you forget that already?
We've had a
Who's
weird
not going
day.
to take a nap between now and then? It's 9 o'clock. We leave at midnight. She can get a couple hours in.
Also, but curious. So, is it permanent? Your condition?
As far as I'm aware, yes.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Yep. I'm so sorry about the hair.
Why?
So Petrus is gonna try and sneak a snip of hair off of Roger's
Jackie.
head.
Why do I keep saying Jackie instead of Roderick? I've been doing it all day. Roderick, as soon as like Petros goes like nearby, he's just gonna reach out and like grab you by the wrist.
Ah, I'm touched.
Yep. This will teach you about personal boundaries.
Quarantining. That's what you do with contagions, right? Quarantine.
It's not contagious.
Oh, well,
I said that.
You said it, you were.
And immediately followed it up with, no, it's not.
Well, you can't just say things and expect us to believe you.
I can cast
Then why would
wildfire
you
right
ask
now.
in the first place if you would not believe me?
Because when you answer, I believe what you say. And then if you change your answer, how
I
do you
said
expect
yes
me?
and immediately followed up with, no, it's not.
Does that make any sense to you, Professor?
Yeah, man.
As
Not much
somebody
he
who
does.
As
Makes
someone
sense.
who
Fair.
occasionally likes to have fun at the expense of others and who had a very rough day.
So the roughest part of your day was that you turned into a different color. And
No,
your hair
the
is
roughest
different.
part of my day was finding out that the world might end.
Oh, but that's just another.
No,
another
as
day.
in soon.
Wait. How? Wait, what?
Clarification, please.
Well, if you would let me complete the sentences earlier on in this conversation. Yes, I was touched by someone who is touched by chaos. And what was the guy who he talks to, whose name again?
Parsalian?
Arsalian. He believes that it might be a sign that more chaos is entering into the world, which might result in the world destroying itself.
What does that have to do with you?
So
I mean, directly
yes.
nothing.
It's
But
Roderick. Everything has to
clearly-
do with him.
It's just
He's-
another side effect of potential chaos entering the world.
Sort of an early warning sign.
Or I just
Why
thought,
you?
Why not?
Yes, it's still a fair question. Why you?
Why not? I don't know if there was. I don't think it was purposeful. I think it was more just the fact that I had interacted with the individual.
There's
who
no
had the
such
stone.
thing as coincidence.
Mm.
History says otherwise.
Well, until we have the wonderful hindsight of the future, for the moment, I happen to be one of the people who interacted with them.
I'd
Great.
still like to study this phenomenon a little bit more closer.
I think
Would you-
Haybrooks is going to get up at this moment, noticing Faywin's being very, very quiet. Kind of walk over to her and say, Faywin, may I have a word?
Faywin's kind of scared of you.
It's okay. She'll try to be really nice. In a really nice way.
She lied. Like a
seeing
liar.
seeing the like physical recoil, I'm going to get up. Here, I'll join.
Oh,
So
yes,
we-
that would be lovely.
Actually, as a matter of fact, my dear Faywin, two things before we continue. One, I owe you a very large apology. I was very short with you this morning. I did not have my tea, and I'm super apologetic.
Oh, it's totally fine.
Okay. 1, 2. Haybricks and I have decided that we are not going to hit each other for the foreseeable, probably the next 86 hours, I want to say. So I know it's a lot of time. So I know, and I'm oddly specific, but I had to, plus or minus a few things. And if she makes me mad, then I'll probably, 72 hours, just like that.
Mhm.
Okay. More importantly than anything else, don't look at me like that. More importantly than anything else, I can't believe I'm going to say this. She means well-ish.
Oh,
I know, it's crazy.
okay.
So we can all huddle together,
Okay.
or you can huddle yourselves.
I think
if you-
that she'll like lean in. I promise not to kill you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Okay, we can go somewhere.
And you just hear off a distance, just before, as you all are leaving, that Petra's like, please, I would just like a sample of your hair.
No, you can't. You need to learn about personal boundaries. You didn't even.
I'm
ask
asking
the last time.
for consent and permission.
And I'm saying no, and you need to respect that.
Oh, fine.
All right. So we have the three ladies huddling up.
My
Haybricks,
dear,
after you.
you look a little concerned. Are you okay?
I'm fine. It's just a lot on top of what we're about to do, where he didn't really want us to be the ones to go, but we're the only ones who. It's a weird, like the world might end and it's all chaos, and he's just a red person who can make flames now. I
Why
think we're fine going with him, but
For now.
it's just a lot of things, and I didn't eat lunch.
Oh, you need food.
Yes,
honey.
please.
Let's go get you food. So we'll go get her food and have
That's
a
what
sit.
we were here for.
Would you like a strawberry tart?
I think I'm full of strawberry tarts.
Protein first.
Protein first.
Protein
Chicken.
first. Protein first. Get you some fat and protein, and then some
meat
carbs.
stick, like,
Protein first.
Lots of potatoes,
With
starches.
potatoes.
Then we'll sit down
Roderick
and
just
we'll-
has like a plate that is like 80% potatoes.
But we're not gonna sit with the boys at the moment, unless you really want to.
I kind of grab Feywin's hand, kind of like this. Remember, I'm the one of the two of us that gets to panic. Remember, you're stronger.
Yes.
You're the strong
Yes.
one. You're the best. You're the best. I kind of kiss her,
Aw.
like kind of like hand, like my hand and her hand is like really weird and gnomish.
Aww.
That's adorable. I also just love the gnome and Haybricks. Like just the mental image of
Yep.
that.
Bing, bing.
cracks me
Yep.
up
Exactly.
to
Yeah.
this day.
Exactly.
And here was Lance and go. So, I know Roderick's a lot. So I'm sure that didn't help. But what happened with Parsalian? From your perspective.
We went to ask him what had happened, and he divined the sort of the path that chaos has taken, and it led straight to the office where the three of us were standing. And it just seemed it seems like it's after, I don't know if it's after us specifically because of Roderick, or if it's just we just happen to be in its path. But it just seems like a big coincidence considering what we're about to do.
You know what I said earlier.
Yes.
So what do we do with this information? Do we stay the course and keep an eye on him? Do we feel comfortable with him even going with us at this point?
I don't think we have a choice.
There's always a choice.
I think he'll be
We are-
okay.
Here's the thing. I'm just being honest. If we're expendable, there's probably someone else to pick.
Just
Don't get me
Daria
wrong,
said we were
it-
the only ones.
Oh,
I tend to believe it when he tells me things.
fair. And this one is quite charming, unfortunately.
Finger guns and all.
Pew pew. Thanks for the course correction.
That was the old Roderick. He can't come to the phone right now. He's dead.
Long, Roderick's dead. Long live Roderick.
I just quoted T Swift in a D&D
That
game,
was
so
so
You
good.
did.
you know, I don't even like T Swift all that much, but
Still good.
yeah, that
Yeah.
line is golden. That line is
We need-
golden.
To make the best of it, and I think we need to be aware.
Mhm.
That reminds me. Another update. Since we're updating each other at this point, Faywin. It seems that Habrix and I are going to be co-writing a book of our adventures after this.
Yeah, sure. Why wouldn't that be happening?
You're right. Now here's actually the question. So, I feel like I want. Do we need? Is it too much to involve the Reds? Do we need to? Is it like? Is that just like overkill? Like, kind of know. Like, you know, if we have this side of the story and this side of the story, like they're all in the middle, so it's just like. So, like, does it like matter at all?
I feel like I've read a lot of books by one author at all, so I don't think having 3 or more authors is that big of a problem.
Let me make a suggestion.
You
You
might
have a
as
point.
well.
Petros
Hmm?
tends to go on.
Hmm?
Orendal might be a good choice. He's concise.
But he doesn't read. How can one not read and write?
You don't have to read to be able to write.
I think that's exactly what that means.
We'll talk about this.
Okay. All right. Okay. The jury is out. I'm open to further
You can
discussion.
see that they're getting along way better than they should.
Yes.
Even with, like,
This is
this-
crazy.
Favorite's like,
Eamon's like, this is uncomfortably weird between you two.
yeah,
Like
They're
you
way
guys
too
need
much
to be
alike,
alone.
right.
and you're just noticing. You're like, what is going on right now?
Right. We pulled her aside to make her more comfortable and made it absolutely way worse.
What's going on
Chaos
right now?
is here.
Yep.
It's
Oh,
been
no.
unleashed.
Oh, but my dear, let us focus on what we can do right now. You are an amazing, amazing sorcerer. One of the best.
The best.
Around.
And we count on you.
Thank you. I'm fine. I will be fine. Things are just gonna get weirder from
Mhm.
here. I'm 100% sure.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just if Roderick catches things on fire by accident, I can put it out. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Inside check.
You lied.
I've been watching Avatar: The Last Airbender for the first time, so while I said that out loud, my brain was going, "There is no war in Ba Sing Se." So that's your point.
Nice.
Nice.
Eamon's just like, no, it's fine, it's fine. I twitch.
She's just a little uncomfortable, but she's confident things are going to be fine
Yeah.
eventually at some point.
I mean, there is a practical solution to all our concerns.
What's that?
Burn it down. Burn it down.
I mean, yes.
I can help with that now.
No. Well,
Literally can.
Yep.
Produce flame.
What?
We have decided to burn down the tower, Maddie.
No, no.
We're gonna murder everyone and not do the rest of your
Everyone!
quest. Sorry.
Yay!
Everybody's black robe, black robe, black robe.
Welcome to the fold, my friends.
Anyway.
Well, this took a turn.
Welcome to the dark side. Here's your black robe
Oh, and your cookie, your complimentary
and
cookie.
your cookie.
Oh, always.
We weren't
Oh,
lying
worth it.
about
Red
that.
lightsabers, etc. Yeah, great.
Yeah. Masks that are very difficult to breathe through. Yep.
Exactly. For sure.
Oh god, I can't run.
By the way, Maddie,
And-
what is indeed for dinner?
We need a whole menu, please.
Chicken stew with some really, really fantastic.
What if it's just like whole roast chickens?
I would imagine it's whole roasted chickens, rotisserie style.
You've
There's
got all
probably,
these
like,
options.
boiled pota-
They
There's
just
probably
found a
boiled
lot
potatoes.
of chickens recently, and so now the chicken night.
I'm just gonna put it out there. If there's pizza, Professor Isanov is totally that bitch that's doing fork and knife with pizza. I'm just putting
It's
it out.
okay.
We can't get pizza
Why
grease
wouldn't
on our
there
nice
be
roast.
pizza?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Just saying.
There's definitely
Jacob.
I mean,
pizza.
it's valid, especially if it's especially if it's a deep dish pizza. You know, you definitely need a
Like,
fork and a knife for that.
However you want to eat your food,
Some
no
people
matter
put
what it
toppings
is.
on their pizza, and it's easier to eat with a knife and fork. Okay?
Oh no, this is one of those like Papa John's pizzas, so like there is no
Oh.
excuse.
You
No.
don't eat Papa
just
John's
this
pizza.
thick.
That
It's a
stuff is
cafeteria, guys. Come on
garbage.
now.
Oh yeah,
It's,
that's right.
it's this.
Also, it's like
thick.
thin cardboard.
Yep.
I just
With somebody has painted cheese on.
No. The sauce is painted. The cheese is kind of
That
questionably
stuff is
assorted.
disgusting, man. And it's not in any normal shape. It's like a rhombus.
Yep. It's
Or
a
I
rectangle
don't
of
know,
pizza.
Cole. I really
Yep.
don't know. They're gonna burn down everything and
Yep,
eat
with the
Papa
pizza.
John's pizza for
Ugh.
some reason. Ew.
Ooh, Hot Pocket. That's what we have for dinner. We have
A
the
Hot Pocket?
cafeteria pizza pocket. The
Game
pizza
on.
pocket.
We had Pop Tarts and
Pop-Tarts
and
and
Papa
Pizza
John's.
pocket.
We're absolutely terrible.
Yeah, you
We
don't eat
only
Papa
eat
John's,
food wrapped in dough. We could have calzones.
but
Totally
Yes,
have
that
coffee.
is a really good life, motto to live by. I only eat things wrapped in dough.
Yeah.
yes.
It becomes a handheld portable device.
Yeah, you can everything. I can just move now and eat. This is amazing.
See, that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
I think
Cole.
that's like probably like the best invention for the mages of the entire.
I can read
but-
and munch.
Yeah, no, it's calzones, burritos, chicken bakes.
I like this. But we are approaching midnight here. And you've all gathered your things. You've all said your goodbyes. You've sent a bajillion messages to students. In a
We figured
panic.
someone who had sending. We've
Yep.
just done it.
And
Tell 5 people there's no class tomorrow.
um
Tell 5 people there's no class.
If the professor is 15 minutes late, you just have to go home.
and I'm just gonna pop y'all.
No, that's what the black robes do. Is they just put a sign out. It's the difference between
That's the
red
difference.
robes.
Yeah.
Red robes sending. White
Yeah.
robes go and tell everybody, and black robes just have a
Yep.
plaque on their door. That's
Yep.
on their office door, not the door to
Not
the
the
I'm
room
door.
that
15
says.
minutes late. Just fucking go home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like
There
if
you go.
teacher is not here, you're
Oh man.
still required to stay for the full class. period.
There we go.
Please teach yourselves.
All right.
I've had teachers
and-
do that to me.
Yeah.
Yep, me too.
Yep.
The
Same.
worst.
Okay. So now we find. Are you guys here? Yeah, you're here. Okay, good. So,
Oh boy.
Ready? Produce fire.
And as you all are set in place, and Parsalian begins chanting, casting, you all feel, literally feel, the three moons aligning in place. You feel this, that rush that you woke up to this morning intensifies in the center of your chest. And you can hear the chanting by Parsalian, and it starts to fade. And all you can hear is just your thoughts. There are trepidations, there are fears, there's a lot of unknown right here. But when those moons come into alignment, that fear disappears. That trepidation just fades. And in an instant, everything goes to black. And then, as your vision starts to return, you find you're all standing in what looks to be a garden. Plants, statues. There are three statues that you all recognize. These same statues are found in the Tower of Wayreth. These are statues of the gods of magic. And they're surrounded by statues of other people. People you've never seen. And as you look past the statues and you see windows, sunlight, that is where we end tonight's game.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Bum, bum, bum.
We enter our doom.
I love a nice doom in the morning.
Mhm. Dude, Maddie, that music, holy shit, dude.
Whoa.
That was good.
Those are some incredible
Very good.
fucking musical cues, dude.
Thanks.
I love that one. That's one of my favorite ones.
I
Good
trying
tune.
something different and new. So yeah.
God.
For me at least. But thank you, Roll20, and your music setup. Because I don't have to look far.
I've got some
Um,
good stuff on there.
and
You.
yeah, there's a
I need
lot
to
of
do
great
some
stuff
digging.
on here, and thank God for that. Okay, and thank Thank God for tabletop audio. Yeah. Okay.
Fuck yeah.
And some teleporting sounds from battle bards. Yes. Very nice.
Wub.
Yep.
Wub. Wub.
So with that, we are done with our second episode. So when I was earlier saying this is going to be like a 4 or 5 part thing, this is at least a 5-part thing.
My
But
bad.
like
No, it's not. It's our good.
I'm telling you, like
Yes.
this kind of uh this kind of RP and setup and stuff. Mwah! This is why I love tabletop role playing games, man. This is the gold right here, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love it. We've barely rolled any dice in the last 2 games. I love it so much.
I think I've rolled once in the entirety of.
I think I've rolled like
I think I rolled once.
I've
I
rolled
think
like
I rolled twice.
I've rolled like 4 times.
I mean,
I
I
mean,
had
a
that
social
one.
awkwardness check. It's fine.
Fine.
Because I turned red, which required some history.
Yeah. And honestly, that wasn't going to happen yet. But he rolled a 20.
Yeah.
What could I do?
I did.
Right.
I was very there's occasionally when you roll that nat 20
That's why you roll the dice, man.
and like
Mhm.
sometimes it's like, oh boy, I get initiative real high. But sometimes it's like, hey, I'm red now. And I can shoot fire out of my fingers.
Spear fingers.
So we see that our adventurers, our party, have appeared what appears to be the 17th floor in that statue garden.
Mhm.
Um,
Oh, yeah, the statues.
but so at least they made it to the tower.
Hopefully.
We found the lost tower, everybody.
Let's
Roll.
Wait, this is the wrong lost tower.
let's see what happens in a couple
We gotta
weeks.
go back.
As
We
we'll
need to go
return
back to the
here
future.
2 weeks from today for part 3. And yeah, this is
We're probably
awesome.
gonna die.
This is
With that attitude, yes.
so many dreams are coming true right now. Like, oh my god, I'm over the moon. I love this group. This is beautiful. So let's have our intrepid adventurers say their peace outs and stuff. And let's make their faces bigger again. Oof. There we go.
Big faces.
All right, so let's start with our fire starter, Adam.
Twisted fire starter.
Adam, go ahead and tell the folks where they can find you on the internet and what you're up to.
Hi everybody. You can catch me on Twitter and Twitch and everything. On the name you see below. I was planning on doing a lovely little stream with Stinky, Alex, Katie Quixotic, and Joy at Dire Foxicorn. I never know how to say what her full thing is.
Dire Foxicorn.
But we took the weekend off to try and highlight other people who need it more than we do at the moment, because you don't really need to watch 4 white people hanging out as much as you need. Like, there was a really good sensitivity reading panel on Welcome to the Party, which had Leona Maple and Helen Gould, who are 2 awesome human beings. Highly recommend checking them out on Twitter. Helen is a dear, and so is Leona. But as far as like making things, I have a single thing that I'm working on right now. Other things kind of taking a back seat. But every other Wednesday, you can catch me over on Thread Raiders doing Yardle Wolfsage, which is a Ragnarok inspired 5e campaign on my homebrew setting, which is really great. they're gonna kill a town, kind of, because there's a person there who's bad, and they were touched by like the primordial shifting spirit. Um, but yeah, like it's Ragnarok is around the corner pretty much. So we're in the final stretch of that campaign, and it's going to be really cool to see how everything comes together. Besides that, other things in the future, I'm working on a podcast. Go follow Black Lilac Productions on Twitter. They are the group we're doing it through. I am the writer and creator of the first podcast that they will be putting out. And it is really weird to hear things that you have written come to life. Like people saying your words and like I do really good at like disassociating and just like listening to things without thinking about them. And so like I just sit here and I'm like, oh hey, this is a podcast. And then like it hits me halfway through it, like I wrote this, and it's very surreal. But so go check them out. They're really cool people. And yeah, we should be getting some of like the teaser trailers out in the next couple of weeks before the actual drop. But yeah, I'm super excited. And I probably forgot things, but that's okay. Ta-da. That's it for me.
All right. Lucha Bear.
Yeah, I'm the Lucha Bear, and you can find me with that name on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. And I'm probably being on 1 or 2 games at the next Thread Raiders event, Oasis of Hope. That will be from June 26 to 28.
Yes, it will. Awesome. Catherine.
That's me. I usually go by Kate, but since there's another Kate in here, I like to go by my real name, which is spells weird, which is why I go by Kate.
Spelled right.
It is spelled right. Thank you. It's with a Y.
I agree.
And a K. That's what the
agree.
problem is. Anyway, I'm Masulavin on Twitter. You can find me there. I don't tweet a whole lot, but I'm getting better at remembering that I have Twitter on my phone. And I can say things there. I don't do anything else. This is my whole thing. So.
See, we're special.
You guys are special.
We're very special. Jacob.
Yes, indeed. Hello, everyone. Oh man, I'm so #blessed to be a part of this little insanity. I'm Jacob Duval, King Jacob on the Twitters and the Instas, and you can find me here every other week. But I will throw some seasoning on and a little bit of a tease that you'll in the near future you'll be seeing a little bit more of me on Maddie's channel. So more to come about that. So
we're looking at making Sunday's game day here at the Chatty Fam. So
indeed. So more to come. But if you saw my Federator game that I DM'd, you will be expect a little more of that. I'll just leave it at that.
Ooh.
The suspense.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, sorry. And to echo my dude, amazingness, Lucha Bear over there, I will also be in some form involved in the Thread Raider life as well. So see you there. Finger guns again.
That's right. That's right. Jackie.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jackie, better known as Death by Mage on the internet. You can find me all over Twitter and Instagram at Death by Mage. I am so always looking forward to causing mayhem and mischief in any D&D game. You could ask Maddie that.
Jackie, cause chaos? Yeah. Never.
Always.
You can find you can actually find me and Duval will be on the Soul Bear. We will be on Soul Bear RPG on every other Tuesday with Maddie. doing it for our guest appearances on Threads of Fate, where yes, I play a mind flayer.
Oh my god, it's so good. I can't believe I forgot
Someone was
about it.
crazy enough to let me play a
level
mind
18
flayer
mind flayer,
again.
by the way. Oh my god. Go watch that episode last Tuesday's episode. Holy shit, was it good.
Yes, it was. Also, you can find me on Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Pacific, for at All Nerds Here, which we premiered today, season 2, episode 1 of the new PWN
So fun.
PWN
Which is
Live.
our-
It's PWN Live. I know
Live,
it's hard.
PWN Live. And I know I keep wanting to say presented. I'm like,
I know it's new.
It's new. And it's our worldwide wrestling RPG game where I play the culinary parody, The Cook, along with a few other characters, which we are slowly introducing into the new season. And I am a tabletop writer and designer for a lot of wonderful things. You can find me all over if you follow me on Twitter, you'll see me post things all the time. Big thing is that I am the project lead for the Unbreakable anthology, which is a Pan-Asian D&D anthology written by Asian creators and Asian artists, which you can find on DriveThru RPG.
It is an awesome,
fantastic
compilation.
I'm glad that you held it correctly this time.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Did you practice?
Every night before bed.
And that's it for me for right now.
Awesome. And Kate.
Hi, I'm Kate. I go by me and Madera on the internet. On Tuesday nights, I play a game over at Welcome to the Party at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We play Rifts, Blood, Dirt, and Chrome. It's fun. I play a wizard. She's a fairy, kind of, and she's a punk. She's great. Come check her out. On this Thursday night, I'll be here again on the So Maddie Games channel, playing with Maddie and a couple other people in the Call of Cthulhu Idol of Blood with Ryan. I'm super excited.
Ryan!
Maybe we won't go insane. Who knows?
You're all gonna
Probably
die.
will.
You know you're
Think you
gonna
will.
die.
We're gonna probably.
It's
die. It'll be
Call of
great.
Cthulhu.
Call of Cthulhu.
Call of
It could happen.
Thursday.
Thursdays,
Yeah,
right?
forgot. It's Call of
Thursdays.
Thursday.
How
And then,
dare.
like Jackie said, every Sunday over at twitch.tv/allnerds here, PWN Live, our worldwide wrestling RPG game. I run creative for it, so I get to have fun being all the other characters that they don't play. And they play a lot of them, so it's good. And then I make things on the internet at meandmaderadesign.com, but so does Maddie. So, he's good too.
She's better. So
We have different talents at different things.
You're both
Fair
super
enough.
talented.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I cannot do what y'all do.
Yet.
Well,
I can definitely no.
I was only
Rise up.
able.
Take the power away.
I was only able to catch like the first 45 minutes of PWN Live today, but golly, it was so good to see that.
You guys see the rest of the
Get it up to
VOD.
YouTube. Hopefully,
That's great.
by next Sunday we'll be on YouTube because I got to caption it. So and I want it to be good. So yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's like what's it called? Twitch holds on to these things, and
It's on the VOD. You can go check it out.
yeah,
Yep.
and it's so good. And so what I love so much is whenever Kate is playing Alistair, the owner, of the thing, and whenever Alistair's talking to Ron, Alistair's voice gets so seductive. There is definitely an undercurrent there that I am in love with. Oh my god.
I think the thing is, you've only ever really heard him talk to Ron. That's just the way he talks. He's really a huge creeper.
I mean, that I get, but
It's
it
true.
just sounds different. It just sounds different. I don't know. Maybe that's my gay ass trying to gay everything up, But whatever.
Nothing wrong with that.
Make it gay, right?
You know the cook in the chat having a Hawaii getaway for a couple of weeks.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Super beautiful.
And I just love it. So, and you can also check out all of their merch at sonerdwear.com as as they took the top spot um, on the board of artists. Well, I always keep myself at top because I'm a greedy bastard. But you know,
Right.
I feel
all
like
You own the
nerds
website.
here,
It's your
Yeah.
right.
all
Yeah,
nerds
right?
I feel
here,
like if you own the
all
shop,
nerds
you
here
can
is
decide what goes in the
alphabetically
window.
Yeah.
at the top of everyone else. So, but I decided to kind of move their thing up on the main page up too, just because it's
You
cute.
did. Wow, we're so fancy. We weren't that far off before.
I just you guys are debuting, and I'm really excited that you guys launched today, and I'm really excited about this channel. I'm excited about this show and this group. I love all of these people. A big fan, and yeah. Um, and apparently, in 2 different games, I'm gonna be marrying two players from that show.
well, I mean,
So
the cook has to ask first, but sure.
Yeah, we haven't gotten there yet.
I know. I
Presumptuous.
can't wait to drama this up, right? Because it's the Chad, right? So let's have fun. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I'm just blah blah blah.
Go bro Hobbit.
So what's Maddie up to? Well, Maddie's making some plans to grow and make a schedule here on the channel. So I am in talks with some amazing people to make amazing content right here in the Chatty Fam. And as Jacob hinted, looking to have some more D&D on the days that we're not doing the tabletop workshop over here. So we can fill that up. We're hopefully going to fill up the other Thursday for another Call of Thursday theme game. And we might even I don't know, there are other days in the week, right? So
There's like 6 of them.
Just as long as you take a night off.
oh yeah, Fridays are my days off now. I have Fridays off. That's like I literally put it on my Google Calendar. It just says off.
All right.
Every fucking Friday. So
Good.
but
Good for you.
what am I doing on those other days? Well, every other Saturday is So Chatty. Every other Sunday is Tabletop Workshop. And for this foreseeable future will be Dragonlance Lost Tower. Every other Thursday is our Call of Cthulhu game, Idle Blood. And every Wednesday and then every other week on Mondays and Tuesdays, you can find me over at Soul Bear RPG playing Dungeons and Dragons because I fucking love Dungeons and Dragons. But hey, folks, D&D, fucking fire Mike Mertz or Merles, whatever his fucking name is. Fire that motherfucker.
Mertz.
Okay?
Mike Mertz is great.
Mike Mertz, we want him. The other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fire my girl.
Merles.
Mike
Fuck.
Merles.
You know who we
Fire
mean.
Merles. And also okay, try not to get emotional, but yeah. I I don't know who's watching. I don't know who's here. I don't know who's gonna watch this later and stuff like that. Um, I just love this community. I this community's great. Okay, and I'm just blessed and very grateful. Um, so I don't know. Okay, I can't do that right now. Okay, I'm gonna start literally bawling. Um, but let's make sure that whatever we do come in the future, that we look after this community, we nurture it, and we hold on to it for dear fucking life because it brings so much positivity to our lives in so many ways.
The light in
And
the darkness, man.
I mean, we would be I would be lost without it. Um, so anyway, um, I have commissions open, and I have So Nerdware, and I am redoing the website again because it is so slow. Oh, it's so slow, and I can't do anything about it with the current makeup of it. So, um, I have to like sit there and just like redo the entire thing. But it will be better than ever, I hope. And but you know what? Uh, we we started this by talking about situations going on in this country, um, and about marginalized people, about systemic racism, and voices not being heard. um, I have been blessed, um, and honored to be able to work with an artist that has put together a collection in the store called HTS Here to Stay. And the proceeds from the sales from that collection get donated to persons of color in the tabletop gaming community that need help, right? Um, we did um, our first payout mid-month, and we were able to pay out $110 to um, five creators in this community. Um, so thank you, Brito, for allowing allowing me to help with this. And we'll be doing another one here very soon. Um, you can go to sonardware.com/HTS, and you can help persons of color in the tabletop gaming community through there. Um, and it is, yeah, it's a fucking honor, man. You know, if you're like me, if you look like me and sound like me, right? You need to sit down, get educated, and do everything you can to make those voices heard. Okay? That's all I got to say there.
Speak your truth.
We fucking love you. Thank you for hanging out with us. We'll be back here in 2 weeks for this, but hey, Thursday is Colica Thursday, and yeah, we're fucking doomed. Of course. Ah, I love it. I love it. It's crazy. Ah, I can't wait. And I love playing the good old Southern boy who has like all the money in the world.
Oh my gosh, so much money.
Yeah, that was
And
a lot of money.
and charm and nothing else.
Nothing else.
Well,
I
what else do
mean,
you need?
I
I
was
put all
gonna
of
say
my
that's all you
points
really
in.
need.
I put all of my points in have money.
I did. I
did.
literally
Yeah,
did.
you
really
literally
did.
have
Mhm.
like one of the highest credit ratings possible. That
I
is
have-
I
ungodly.
love
No,
that
he has
Call
the
of
highest
Cthulhu-
credit rating possible.
I
Because you
love
could
that
put
Call of
99
Cthulhu
points
has
in.
that as a stat.
I put 99
Amazing.
points in because I was like,
Pretty
you know what?
amazing.
I'm gonna play like an oil guy. Like literally, the city of Beaumont was named after my family. So you know, like Yes.
One of those people.
I love it, and I love
Old
to
money.
just sit around and use my southern accent, even though I know it is definitely more Georgia than Texas. But I don't give a fuck. It's what I like to. It's how I like to talk. So,
It's fun.
the only problem is I can't turn it off. It's hard to turn it
Feel
off.
that.
And then I start getting into it. I was like, "Ah, that's not my character.
Southern accents are the worst. We have one person in my Wednesday game who is Southern and also plays a character with a Southern accent.
I love
And
it.
half of my characters slowly just become Southern. And it was
Oh,
a
they're
running
catching.
it was a running joke in one of our sessions where like none of the accents could stick. And it was just this mess of so one character became 4 characters with very different accents.
And I've been talking for so long that it is now daylight in
It
Germany.
is.
It
All right,
is.
In
there's
Germany.
now daylight
Mhm.
behind Lucha Bear.
On brand.
I've been watching it.
On brand.
Yep.
I need to learn
One of
how
my
to
favorite-
shut the fuck
One of my favorite
up.
like moments of the last like 2 or 3 months has been me, Jordan, and Lucha just chatting on Zoom, and then watching the sun come up, and we're like, "Go to bed!"
And
I
he's
should
like,
do that.
He's
I
like,
should really do that.
whatever. I know, you know.
It's well past my bedtime.
I
It is.
Oh, this
it
is just the
is,
start of my night.
I know, right? I'm
Well,
like,
we're
oh,
not all
it's,
you, Jackie.
It's 9:30. I
know.
could finally get some work done. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for joining us, folks. We're leaving for real. Bye bye.
I
Bye.
love you.
Fire
I think.
hands.
Jazz
I
hands.
don't know.
I'm burning you all with my mind.
Fire guns.
That's terrifying and weird.